night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're causing them wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling them wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're causing them wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're causing them wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're causing them wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're causing them wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause I'm there for you.
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I just know we found something so wild of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground when you say you left.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. I am struggling extremely with mental health issues, and I am trying to do that whilst being FTFE. And unfortunately, talking to flat earthers is quite painful.
Taste the biscuit, taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce, taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me, I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Gravy make a splash like Pippin. Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen, making blueberry muffins.
Chicken, banana, chicken, banana, chicken, banana, banana, banana.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you from the War Zone live. You can see the shit behind me back here. And I took the musical fart by myself for all you guys backstage. JK, True Few, and Cubby are here. And they've been farted on enough by that lady. Just in my opinion.
Hello, everyone. How are we keeping, guys?
I took it off for myself. I'm like, C#. Like it. So how's everybody doing tonight?
You hear it and you smell it, right?
There you go. That's it. So how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Did y'all hear the news? Did y'all hear the news?
It's a rhetorical question. I'm always fine.
Winning so fucking much. We're winning so fucking much that we are respected around the world more than ever before. Yeah, that's what our pedophile in chief told us today. That was an interesting little clip. The thumbnail tonight was from that little thing. He's I don't know where he's getting his information from. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I run across these Fox News people. There was one on there's a group on Facebook called Take Back Virginia because of this redistricting that they're trying to do so that he don't have to leave office and shit. Anyway.
Right, go on.
Well, this guy on here talking about, we need to get these goddamn Muslims out of here. I piped up. I said, I'll tell you what we really need to do is get these Jews out of here. These Zionist Jews are the biggest enemy to you that you've ever had. Your worry is not Muslims. It's Zionist Jews that have infiltrated and taken over your government that pull false flags all the time. He goes, oh, that's all conspiracy. I says, dude.
It is conspiracy. Conspiracy fact.
I says, listen, why don't you stop watching Fox News and learn something? I said, Israel tried to destroy the USS Liberty in 1967, all to get us so we'll fight on their side, make it look like Egypt did it.
Hotel before as well.
9/11, everything. I said, their country is born of terrorism. What are you talking about, terrorists? I said, they're the biggest terrorists on the world. They're the biggest terrorists anywhere. The whole country of Israel was founded based on fucking terrorism.
Yep, 3 groups exactly combined.
And you mind virus fucks that think that somewhere in the Bible it tells you to support a genocidal, despotic, apartheid state in the Middle East are beyond retarded. You should have you should be under custodial care. That's all I can say right there. Because you can't even run it through your own little litmus test. Real easy. What would Jesus do? Yeah, go over there and kill a bunch of kids and women and shit. Yes, we're down for that. It's the holy thing to do.
Did you hear one?
I don't believe Jesus would say that, even in Aramaic.
Did you hear when somebody asked them about? They're like, "Well, you were saying, Mr. President, that this could be over in a couple of days, but your Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, saying we're just getting started is like, how can that be?" And he goes, "Well, you can have both." It's like, what are you talking about?
Damn.
Man? It's up there are so many goofy ass things that he said about in that press conference. It's like, dude, just walk away at this point. It's like, you said so much stupid shit. Just walk away and do yourself a favor because you're just. Hopefully, you'll start digging your own
making
hole.
up shit. Just making up shit. You know, just making up shit off the spot. This is this him here today with that dumb shit? I think it is. Oops, there I did it. I got to get used to this way. I have this thing set up. I don't know why it's set up this way now, but I've adapted to it. So that's what we do. Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't come automatically up on stage right away.
You know what funny is, and finally, it's what's happening even in the EU, which is corrupted as fuck.
Oh
people
yeah,
start speaking against them. I drop a pretty nice and neat short video when the guy is bashing the US president in the USA and some kind of official from the USA as well.
Well, we'll get to it. Listen, this is so counter. I told Mike today at work. He was like, well, I don't hear any of this stuff, and I said, it's because you watch Fox, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I said, it's because you watch Fox. I said, you have to look at alternative news outlets, man. I said, and then make a decision on that. I said, your best is going to be independent, but it's not going to be 100%. I said, if you really want to see what's going on, change your VPN to another country and then pull up the news.
100% correct.
Boy, I'll tell you what. It's a lot different than what they're telling you here. I mean, for Christ's sake, look at the news people. We're all afraid that they might accidentally catch a missile coming into Israel on their live feed. Have to turn the fucking cameras away from it and shit. Why? It's because they're getting their asses kicked. That's why. They're getting their fucking asses kicked. We've bit off way more than we can chew. This orange pedophile, to keep you from talking about him being an orange pedophile.
Yeah, Zionists and Jesuits, because we stop speaking about Jesuits, but they are behind this shit as well.
Sure, they're all fingers of the hands that are strangling you. All these little organizations, they're fingers of the hands that are around your throat. Everybody wants to go, oh, it's this finger. No, it's this finger. No, it's this finger over here. No, it's this thumb. No, it's all the fingers working in union with one another to achieve the goal of strangling the shit out of you.
That's the Hydra.
Tomahawk missile likely destroyed that Iranian girls' school. So will the U.S. accept any responsibility?
Well, I haven't seen it. And I will say that the Tomahawk, which is one of the most powerful weapons around, is used by, is sold and used by other countries, you know that. And whether it's Iran, who also has some Tomahawks, I wish they had more.
Iran has Tomahawks now. Shut up.
But whether it's Iran or somebody else, the fact that a Tomahawk is very generic. It's sold to other countries, but that's being investigated right now.
Tomahawk
still being investigated. How many days has it been? Meanwhile,
the question.
No, he doesn't.
I know.
Meanwhile, they found the fucking pieces from inside the goddamn thing with the "Made in USA" right on it. I mean, what do you want for that? God, they're always just lying to you about every fucking thing. Is this the one? Oh yeah, they're going to bring up. They're saying this is because of those Marines that were killed in Beirut back in 1983. 240 Marines. There was a truck bomb smashing. Well, first off, you're in a combat area. You don't garrison your troops. So whatever bonehead officer was in charge of that should have had his tallywhacker chopped off and sent off to fucking Leavenworth, because you don't do that. And this is how long ago it is. They were just finishing sorting body parts at 97th General in Frankfurt when I arrived there in 1984 from that bombing. Because they had to clear rubble, pull out, and they'd find more body parts and shit like that, and they'd send them there to 97th General. This is
none of these guys make decisions from the front lines. It's all, you know, in the current time, we got CENTCOM, right? These are just people come out of West Point, and they're making decisions from a little control center somewhere over here, making decisions for people that are actually over there. It's wild, whatever, you know, people that don't have any real repercussions, so to speak.
I've been using nothing but foreign VPNs. I've been using nothing but foreign VPNs. Oh, come on. This is one I can't control the fucking slide bar. I hate that. They need to make it so you can control the slide bar, dude. All right, here we go. I guess that's good. I'm going to refresh it so we can get it from the beginning.
You're a very privileged man, Mr. Ambassador of the United States. I think you're representing about the only country that could openly threaten the sovereignty of European nations and still receive a red carpet or a blue carpet treatment here. I mean, yes, you've threatened us with tariffs. You've threatened to take over Greenland. You know, you even now repeated that we should change some of our laws. 8 countries, I think, you bombed in a year. You're now preparing to bomb Iran again, apparently. President Trump is saying who should govern Iraq and so on. My question is very simple. Do you consider that the United States are still bound by international law and the UN Charter? You're a very privileged man.
Kind of raked him through the coals a little bit.
I wish I would have the full, you know, and his response as well, but I couldn't find it.
Let me see, where was that? Oh, okay. So you remember the other night we were on here, and I thought it was appropriate. We showed Country Joe McDonald at Woodstock in 1969 doing his famous anti-war song. I feel like I'm fixing to die. Rag is what it's called. And the next day he died after we showed that. And I hadn't listened to that song in a long time. And I was like, you know what? Because I said it was very appropriate for right now. It really was. And all you got to do is change the word Vietnam to Iran or Tehran. Either way, it works the same way. And I thought that was kind of wild. What a weird coincidence, you know? And we also lost the lead singer for Boston today. So all my favorite bands and shit are dying. What the fuck? What's going on? They're all dying. I don't get it. Well, I guess nobody gets to stay here forever, you know?
That's a sudden death syndrome from some kind of shot, probably, huh, Sav?
No, well, he was 60. The singer from Boston was the same age as me, so it may be, I don't know.
Right.
But you know, Country Joe McDonald, he had Parkinson's.
He was like 84 or something too.
Yeah, he was up there. He had Parkinson's disease. It was complications due to Parkinson's. So that kind of shit happens, you know.
Yep, that's it.
Let me see. I'm gonna go over to my page here where I've got some things. Oh yeah, listen to this bluster. This is crazy. I quote tweeted this. I quote tweeted this. I said, "You've lost, mushroom dick." This is one of Trump's tweets here from the White House. I said, "You've lost, mushroom dick. Bring our kids home now and save what little face you have left." He says, "If Iran does anything that stops the flow of oil within the Strait of Hormuz, they will be hit by the United States of America 20 times harder than they have been hit thus far. Additionally, we will take out easily destroyable targets that will make it virtually impossible." What is there? Some more girls' schools to bomb for you, buddy?
Right.
for Iran to ever be built back as a nation again. Death, fire, and fury will rain upon them. He's so poetic. But I hope and pray that it does not happen. Sure, I bet you don't. This is a gift from the United States of America to China and all of those nations that heavily use the Hormuz Strait. Well, here's the thing. Iran's letting China go through it. Okay, it's not closed to them because China is an ally of theirs. So it's not closed to China. And you gotta look, at some point they're gonna end up getting involved. And all of those nations that heavily use the Hormuz Strait, hopefully it is a gesture that will be greatly appreciated. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Well, don't thank me for something I haven't given you. I've not really given it a whole lot of attention because it sounds like a lot of Kool-Aid, bluster, and what do you call it? Locker room talk. Okay. But the reality of it is, Mushroom Dick, you've lost. The numbers of dead and wounded are exponentially higher than what we're being told. It's at least over 1,000. And I don't know how much longer they can sit on that. They're already bringing people back from, I think it's from the Bahrain Air Base. They're leaving it. And they're waiting to fly out now, if they haven't already.
And you know what? Trump has a big problem because how Iran designed their military infrastructure, it's a lot of below ground level. It's hidden in bunkers. So they do not have enough those bombs which penetrate the ground and blow up. So they are in a pickle now because they cannot destroy all of them. So they are hitting back and they can do fuck all about this, which was a great move, to be honest.
Well, and now the stuff that they're releasing seems to be even worse than, more devastating than what they were using previously. And now they're down to like their third tier air defense missiles, and it's not worth a shit. So, now listen to this. This will make your this ought to make your heart wrench about this. I said I quote tweeted this one too. I said, "Sucks to be you. Now you know how it feels. I hope you starve to death, you Zionist pig." And here's the thing. It says sirens are pounding, families are running to shelters, but other crisis is happening quietly. Empty kitchens across Israel help feed the hidden victims of this war. And here's the thing, blessisrael.org, right? Now listen to this guy, and then I want to go into the comments. The comments are rich.
The Iranians have launched a cluster ballistic missile towards the Jewish state of Israel, towards us. And
There's no
this
sound.
is very dangerous because it's very hard to intercept. Instead of launching an anti-rocket defensive system against one target, it separates into 6 or more small missiles as it enters the Israeli atmosphere and the Israeli airspace. This is why we had some injuries because of this missile. And the Iranians are not targeting just the military bases. They are targeting the civilians. Me, my family, and hundreds of thousands of Israelis that live in communities in center Israel. So if you want to stand with the people of Israel in this time when they are under attack, under fire, help them in practical ways.
Let's get this straight for a second. This guy's whining and crying because there's civilians getting killed and there's no food and they can't eat and they're starving. And there's a relentless amount of shells through these cluster munitions coming from the sky. Let's zoom back about 6 months.
Yeah.
Let's zoom back about 6 months real good here. weren't you people celebrating the fact that these people had no food? The people that you were killing, the unarmed people that you were killing. Sucks when people fight back, doesn't it, you Zio pig? I hope you fucking starve to death.
Yeah. They were cutting in peppers water support. They couldn't allow any food, and if they did, they were shooting to people who were collecting food. So fuck them.
Yep. What do you say here? So we got Jeff's up in here. Up in here. When the party agenda becomes the only proposed solution, you know who caused the problem. You know it, right? Absolutely, 100%. Well, let's finish listening to this poor guy cry about not having food.
Financially, emotionally, you can go to bless-israel.org. Again, that's bless-israel.org. Help Meir Panim, help Israelis in need. Help feed those that need help in Israel now.
No.
Again, that's bless-israel.org. Keep praying for the peace of Jerusalem. Thank you for standing with our forces, our troops, and the citizens of Israel.
Yes,
We
I will
will win
help
this.
them. I will send them food with rat poison inside. I will share it.
Iranians
Gladly.
have launched a cluster.
Yeah, this is the entertaining part. This is the comments. Syrian girl says, remember when you purposely bombed World KitchenAid workers? Yeah, remember that? You think we forgot what you did to Gaza with this video? There's another. Oh, this is great. This guy posted this. I don't know if you've ever.
Are you in the IDF?
Yes.
Are you in the IDF?
Yes.
Do you plan on killing kids in the future, Palestinian kids?
I want to bomb Gaza. I don't care about the kids. I don't care about the civilians. I don't care about them.
So you'll bomb them? You'll bomb the civilians? And
Yes, I will bomb Gaza. I
Oh
will
wow!
destroy Gaza.
Wow. There are 1 million kids in Gaza. You want them to die?
I want all Gaza die.
You want half of Gaza are children. You want them to die?
I want to bomb Gaza. I want to make it a mall.
Are you joking, or is this how you actually feel?
No, I'm dead serious.
You are very serious? You want all of Gaza to be gone?
Yes.
You want the 1 million kids in Gaza, the children, the babies, you want them to die?
All the children there will die. I don't care.
You're evil.
Kill
You're
or be
disgusting. And you think this is normal. The way you're talking to me right now is that you were expecting me to agree with you because you have been taught since a young age that this is normal. The indoctrination is insane. There is a problem with you and your society. You need help. Free Palestine. Are you in the IDF?
Yes.
Do you plan on killing?
The fuck, right?
Hello? IDF? Israeli soldier? How many Palestinians have you killed?
What?
How many Palestinians have you killed?
20?
Uh-huh. Is this like real life?
I don't know what is Palestinians. I know Hamas. In Gaza there is not civilians.
In Gaza,
all Hamas.
in Gaza, there's no civilians. They're all Hamas. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Okay. So the 1 million kids in Gaza, they're Hamas?
Yeah.
What kind of gun did you kill them with?
This guy's doing good job. He's all the time exposing them.
This guy here says, nope, starve. Iran is doing God's work. Jesus. Hang on, let me broaden that. Holy crap. There's Gaza.
That's the thing about it is it even still now under the guise of all of this, they're still bombing Gaza. I mean, people say free Palestine. What's left of Palestine is what I'd like to know. But,
oh, now they've attacked the Lebanese.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, they're doing all this while the rest of it's going on. It's like, oh, our poor Israeli.
I wonder if that's real. Yeah, I believe that was real. Good. They need the shit stomped out of it.
To be honest, I'm not sure this one was real. If you scroll to the straight the way down, you see?
Yeah, it fell
Yeah,
straight down.
I'm not real cool on them unless it obliterated the floors below it.
Yeah,
maybe.
You know,
it's
then it might.
Still think
I mean,
you should tilt a bit, you know.
Those buildings, they're just concrete slabs that are pinned together, like kind of like those big condos or apartment buildings that are like Russian. You ever see those big?
Yeah, I
just
know what you're
concrete.
talking about.
Yeah, just pinned concrete boxes.
See, those cluster munitions are a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, because they go everywhere.
Yeah. That's nuts, man.
You reap what you sow.
Look, they get no sympathy on here at all. None. The people who did this to Gaza are deeply concerned that Iran might have broken international humanitarian law.
And tell me that the karma is not a bitch.
Telling you. Look at there, the victim award goes to 100%. Is there something wrong with the war you've ordered? I'm sorry, your victim card has been denied. There will be no electricity, no food, no fuel. We are fighting human animals and we are acting accordingly. Yoav Gallant, Israeli Minister of Defense, 2023. Yeah, well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So yeah, right? Iran customer service. Is there a problem with the war you ordered? Yeah, there you go. Stuck your fucking dick in a bee's nest and then bitch because you got stung. You know, that's holy crap. And these are just the comments on that. Please give us food. Please give us food. No.
These are your chosen people.
You're chosen, man. You need to go get some of that chosen biscuits, man.
Yeah, there is one priest who is exorcist, and he's saying exactly the same what I'm saying since decades, that they're not God chosen people because they have rejected Christ. So I can drop the link later. It was pretty good interview on the Ryan show. He's exorcist and speaks about the so-called aliens and demons and all of it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good, and he's on point.
The Foo Fighters
Let me
drummer
find it.
died today too. Just found out. Foo
Say
Fighters
what?
drummer died. 50 years old.
Another one? That's the
Yeah.
second one.
Oh.
That'll be their second drummer then.
Did they both get the shot?
Taylor Hawkins.
Probably.
The other drummer, Taylor Hawkins, died like a year or two ago, I want to say.
Yeah.
If that's the case, unless that's an old story.
Well, Dave Grohl made a big deal about that if you don't get the shot, you can't go to his concerts. Remember?
Yeah.
You know, he probably got his drummer to take it, and he was gone so
I'm
quick.
just saying, 2 drummers within a couple of years, pretty wild.
He could have ended up as just a green glob on the seat.
Yeah, like
Joe
Mama Besser.
Nobody here. Yes, thank you. Somebody who's seen Spinal Tap.
He just
Did you ever see this is Spinal Tap? They lost every one of their drummers, died in some bizarre way and shit. And he says, "Oh well, our one drummer choked on his vomit. And he's choked on vomit." And he was like, "Oh wow, that's something." He says, "But the big mystery is that it was somebody else's vomit."
So he had a great last meal, right?
Oh my god! And then the one guy that I was just talking about, he had gone up through spontaneous human combustion.
It just combusted in the middle of the show.
Yeah,
Joe Mama, Joe Besser. Joe. His nickname was Mama. Joe Mama.
So I found the link to this exorcist. It's a short one. But
Did you ever? I had the album from Spinal Tap. They produced that album. They really did produce that album.
I almost saw them live at Great Woods in Massachusetts. I almost went and saw them live. They had an outdoor event too. It was outdoor. They had a stage in a big giant field. And it was like 15,000 people showed up. But like 20,000 people is ridiculous. They said it was huge. I was like, that's hilarious that they would just randomly show up.
I think that's
to
an
some
old
town.
I think that's an old article because I didn't see the new. They didn't say anything about another drummer dying. The old one died in 2022. Taylor Hawkins, or I shouldn't say old. The last
Any
one.
relation to Sean?
Might be if they took the
I hope
shot.
not. For his sake.
What?
Yeah, quick question. Did anyone watch the presentation, my presentation related to the one Enoch?
I haven't yet. I haven't done.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna check
I
it
haven't
out
had
though.
time to see shit, really.
It got nice out, and I got stuff. I'm behind on yard work and gardening.
Oh my
so.
God, yeah, I've been busy. Today was 60. Almost all the
It
snow's
was
gone.
80. It was 80 here.
Yeah, so that sun's getting
Yeah, that
closer
sun's
now.
very close. Oh, it's already very close. Ha, ha.
Oh man, we
What's
had
up,
like
gentlemen?
70.
How you doing,
We had, like,
Soft? Thanks for
pretty
having
good.
me.
Yeah, man. We had like 70 something degrees today, man.
Yeah, it was 80 a day, and then by the end of the week, it's gonna be 29 again. Gotta love
I
the
know.
Midwest.
What the fuck is going on, man? So I thought this was kind of funny. You might like this.
Sometimes we have spray days.
Oh yeah. This guy says I was okay with all the stealing, conflict of interest, war crimes, pedophile protection, falsifying business records to conceal hush money payments, election interference, the murder and detainment of U.S. citizens by ICE, mishandling classified documents, inciting the January 6th insurrection, the Trump Organization tax fraud conviction, the emoluments clause violations, his nepotism in appointments, obstructing FBI investigations, wire fraud via PAC solicitations, the perjury and election challenges, unlawful possessions of government records, the firing inspector general without notice, using DOJ for political prosecutions, violating posse comitatus by using the military against U.S. citizens, adultery with payments to silent Stormy Daniels, but $5 diesel is just too damn much.
Normally these
about
people
how-
don't react. Normally these people don't react to shit until it starts hurting them in the pocket. That's when they start to react. The second it starts costing them more money, they're like, what the hell's going on here? But
Yeah.
you know, they're the typical person that's not going to figure out why that is happening. So they're just going to bounce back and forth in between parties. They DR. They don't fucking.
And is she a man or a woman?
Look at that guy. What do you think?
Yeah, it's hard to tell anymore. They're all a bunch of. You have to understand, politics is just show business for ugly people.
It's Elvis. You really don't know that. It's Elvis. Secret in secret. He's hiding.
It is who's actually Lucifer or a bad Don. A bad Don. Abaddon. See? Now look at what's in a word now. Did you see me do those hand signals just now? Did you guys see that?
Yeah,
Did you guys catch that?
For our deaf people?
Right.
Deaf
What about
listeners.
this one? Oh,
Where's
what's
the
that?
where's the thing on the bottom? Where's Cody? He's got to come up and do some hand signals. Where's the little bumps? Where's the bumps
Garrett.
so we can touch the little bumps you can touch with your finger for the blind?
You know what bothers me?
Braille.
Is like
Braille.
at the drive-through ATM, there's Braille instructions on there, and there's Braille on the buttons.
For the
I'm like,
driver.
dude, how many fucking blind people are driving around and shit going to the ATM, right? Well, that's kind of scary.
That's what the rumble strips are for when they pull up to the stop sign. So they know the stop sign's coming up. That's what my uncles used to tell me when I was a little kid, man. And then this one guy had a dog riding with him. He's like, see, the dog barks when they hit that rumble strip, so he knows when the stop sign's coming up.
Right. Hey, Saul, the next time, here's what's going to happen after this. You'll start seeing on the passenger side this little window that comes up. You know, they'll have their little podium there where you can push the buttons and stuff. It's going to be funny. After it's coming.
Johnny Cab. They'll have it like Johnny Cab in the old Total Recall movie. Hi, I'm Johnny Cab. Little robot thing. Fuck. I'll tell you what, I'll be surprised if you know this whole thing that's occurred in a lot of the last, I guess it's 10 days we're in this, right? This has set an irreversible course. I mean, I don't know if people realize this or not, but this has set an irreversible course. This isn't just going to be going over there and throwing some bombs and shit and everything. No. No.
Shit's going to change after it's done.
Well, the next thing that's going to happen, and I look for it to happen sometime this week, if it hasn't already, and they're claiming that it has, that there are Iranian terror cells in the United States. Sure, there are.
I thought one today, Sov.
Yeah. It's going to be Israelis.
Inside job, yes.
Doing false flags like the guy in Austin. You know, he had a note pinned to him that said, I am an Iranian terrorist. And, you know, a fucking Iranian flag on his shirt and everything else like that, right? Come on. But they're going to keep doing this. They're already pulling false flags over there. They've started that one. I think people saw through it. I did. Hopefully you did too. And there will be more, man. There will be more of this kind of bullshit. And I'm talking about like some heavy, they have to generate. The only way they can save face in this thing, the only way that Donald Trump can save face in this is by getting as extreme as possible. He'll get worse to his own detriment, because we, the United States, cannot win against Iran. That's the reality of it.
Nope.
So his best bet would be to bring these guys home, say, you know what, Israel, you on your own. We're tired of fighting your fucking wars. You know, that would make him very popular.
Yep.
If he told Israel, fight your own fucking war, you started this bullshit, we're not getting involved. We're
But
out.
He can't. He's Jew himself now.
Yep.
So he's
Well, he's got two things working against him. He's got a big old fucking Israel dick up his ass, and he's got way, way, way too much of an ego.
Humpty Dumpty.
The one that I thought of today was that the midterms come, he gets his ass handed to him, and then he starts talking about election interference, and then tries to make it so that there's no election, or they that the election is canceled. That was what I thought today. And I thought, watch it not go the way he says, and then all of a sudden he starts talking, this is election. They have illegals will vote, and we need to cancel this, and okay, we'll redo the election, because he knows that nobody's. A lot of the people saw this shit are like, no way, I'm not voting for these guys again.
Well, we got a thing on the ballots here, and they want everybody to go vote on. And I say, yeah, if you're going to vote no. But they're wanting to redistrict everything here in Virginia so that the Republicans don't get fucked up again. And it's like, no. You don't get to just go redraw lines and shit. It's just it's part of that Save America Act shit.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, people, I'm sure there's going to be some diehard Trump people around here that'll do it. It was amazing. I was down here at the store, and I was talking to the girl behind the counter, and we was talking about this shit, including the war and Epstein. And I says, yeah, okay. So the only thing that we got going is he's willing to kill our kids to keep people from talking about the fact that he's a big fat orange baby raper pedophile. And there's the old guy in there with a Trump hat on, and he kind of sheepishly looked down and shit. And I was like, if I was you, I wouldn't even go around with that fucking shit on. I'm just going to assume you're just like him, man. At this point. It's like I told that guy on the thing about bitching about the Islams, right? Bitching about the Muslims. And I was sitting here going, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Where do you get your information from, man? He's like, well, the only place with true news, Fox. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
They just got busted. Trump went to a thing, where they transfer the bodies off the plane into, well, it's supposed to be hearses, but in this case, they loaded them into like Amazon trucks. And he's there with this fucking baseball cap on and shit. Doesn't even take it off. And he had a pee stain in the front of his pants. So Fox News showed some video of him presiding over some soldiers coming home that was from like back in December. But people noticed that the tie was different and shit. And so then Fox News had to come on and apologize because they accidentally went into their archives and ran that footage. So you went into your archives accidentally from December and got that footage accidentally to play instead of what you just captured from the camera. That makes all kinds of sense.
Yeah.
That makes all kinds of sense to me.
They're just Mockingbird media like all the other media. That's all they are.
Well, he's starting
They have to give that illusion that they're an opposite, that they're a counter, but they're all a Mockingbird. They're all controlled opposition, all of it.
Oh,
You know what's really bad?
even on this, what do they keep saying? It's going to be short-term pain for a long-term goal. And they keep every news outlet, every one of your Mockingbird media is using exactly that same phrase. Exactly. It'll be some short-term pain. Sounds a lot like 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Yeah. Short-term pain for a long-term gain. Yeah.
I mean, they got smart when they realized that regular, the media that people were putting out on the internet was actually doing better than they were. So now they actually have people who are Mockingbird people, these Mockingbird controlled people who go on the internet and try to act like they're not these influencers and TikTok people and all this other garbage you see. But it's the same tricks. It's the same people.
A lot of them are bots, man. A lot of them are bots. And they just put that in. I've seen these bot farms and it's fucking amazing, man. There's like hundreds and hundreds of these fucking cell phones in a bank, all just being goddamn bots. It's my God, it's crazy.
We were talking about this a while ago when we were talking about certain people, these Globy people, that they have these, ridiculous numbers and they can't get 100 people to watch anything they're doing, but they got 60,000 subscribers or 160,000. And it's because they buy subscribers. They buy people who go on there and subscribe and make it look like they're doing things.
Tune does that. FTFE does that. They all do that. Just go and look at their channel, look at their view to subscriber ratio. And you can tell mine at least gets to about half or more. Like the Saturday night show was, when I looked at it, it was just shy of being 2,000 views. And I've got 3,000 subscribers.
Yeah, that's organic.
So two-thirds. I mean, compared to they'll get about the same number of views as I do, maybe 1,000 or 2 more. But then you compare that to their 54,000 subscribers that they have. What does that percentage come down to? Right? It's a joke. Look, there's Dave Sims.
Yo,
he's one of the Sims.
That's right.
He's not real. He's not even fucking real. I programmed him and acted like there was a dude coming up on stage. I programmed this. I did this because I'm the best at making Sims. Everybody says that I'm the best. Everybody says that I'm the best. Nobody's as good at making Sims as I am. Oh, I'm sorry. I had Trumpitis for a second.
Let me ask you, do you have a dance? Do you have a dance you do, Sov? Did you have your own dance?
I do have my own dance. I do have my own dance. But you can't see it because it's my sexy dance. Okay.
Hey, Sov, you ought to play that video I sent of you in what was it, 2023 in Vegas, right?
Man.
When you did that song. I know you got it in your thing. I mean,
I got shit spread all over this fucking computer.
Man, right, I got you.
It's nuts.
But
I'd have to dig it out. They all just have numbers and shit for their names because I'm lazy and I didn't rename them. So I have to go.
yeah, because that was cool, man. Back in the background, and yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, it's like, look at my picture. You know, gentlemen, I took that down in North Carolina. Of course, you know, there's the railing. It's level.
Yeah.
Of course, you know. Look at the ocean above it, you know?
Yeah.
See in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's level, and there's and actually if you look at it, usually railing's 8 feet, right?
Yeah.
Center to center and a norm. So yeah, it's almost 50 feet wide right there.
Yeah.
As you got, you know, and I don't see no curve. And if you look at it, even if they say the distance is /3 miles, but we know that's further than that. It's probably more like 15 or 20, or wait a minute, it could be 100.
Here's the thing with
curvature.
Here's the thing.
There is none.
All right. Well, of course not. Of course not. So what I tell people is this: I say, you may look out and you may think that you see curvature, but then common sense should kick in immediately, because water doesn't behave that way. And then you realize that there's some sort of optical phenomenon occurring. See how easy that is? Occam's razor. That was Occam's razor being employed right there on that nonsense fucking shit of looking at sunsets and whatnot.
Right. And on a flat plane, level goes to eyesight as far as I can see. If it's level in front of you, it will go to eyesight.
Well,
it would drop.
It's relative to your eyesight because you're above the ground. So it's always going to be just below your eye line from what you can see with the atmospheric opacity. In a perfect world, it would go right to your eye level. But that's why you have to adjust for elevation. Like when you do the curvature calculator thing, you have to go with
refraction.
So if you were to place your eyeball right down on the ground, it would be right at eye level. But you can't do that. And another thing too is if it was curved and you're out in the ocean, that would mean, or on a lake, that you're at the highest point of the ball, no matter where you go, because it's supposedly all convex, correct? So what does that mean? That means that the horizon should drop down. And as you increase elevation, it continues to drop down. But the reality is that the horizon is not a physical place. It's just an optical phenomenon.
Yeah, and I was level, right? And I was level with the guardrail with my camera. So that's looking straight out. So that the water being above that, in the background, should never be on a ball.
Table chewing, maybe the worms. It might be. So I was going to show this thing real quick. As Trump just posted the Kim Clement prophecy on his Truth Social. This was just a couple hours ago. This guy's losing his fucking bean really quick. It says, according to his followers, Clement has prophesied that Trump becoming president among many things. And Clement says, quote, unquote, Trump shall become a trumpet. And this is what this is what he posted as a it's just about a minute or so long.
That shall take place shall be the most unusual thing, a transfiguration.
I've seen
and going into the marketplace, if you wish, into the news media, where Time Magazine will have no choice but to say what I want them to say. Newsweek, what I want to say. The View, what I want to say. Trump shall become a trumpet, says the Lord.
At the beginning, I was looking into him, so he was correct on many points. But later, he was starting spewing the propaganda. I was like, no, he's not a fucking prophet. He's a liar. So don't trust this guy, Kim Clement.
I know this guy's as full of shit as a bag of beans. Okay,
Yeah.
there's no question about that. But I'm like wondering, where the fuck did God ever say that? Who heard that said? You know, where did he say that Trump was going to do this shit? Shut the fuck up. God damn, I hate these people.
Yeah, you know it's crazy, man.
Shall become a trumpet. I will raise up the Trump to become a trumpet, and Bill Gates to open up the gate of the financial realm.
Bill Gates to open up the gates of the financial realm and, you know, find a cure for his mutated Russian STD that he caught.
For the church, says the Lord, I will not forget 9/11. I will not forget what took place that day.
Guess what? Everybody forgot.
And I will not forget the gatekeeper that watched over New York, who will once again stand and watch over this nation, says the Spirit of God. It shall come to pass that the man that I place in the highest office shall go in whispering my name. But God said when he enters into the office, he will be shouting out by the power of the Spirit, for I shall fill him with my Spirit when he goes into office, and there will be a praying man in the highest seat in your land. There will be a praying.
You didn't fill him with no spirit. You sure filled him up with Benjamin Netanyahu's penis, though. I can tell you that. That dude's got you by the nutsack, bro. This guy's full of shit as a Christmas goose.
President,
I don't remember that in 2007. I don't remember that.
Kim Clement, this guy, February 10th, 2007, Scottsdale, Arizona.
I wasn't there, so, but I don't remember that being, but 2007 was a long time ago. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Fool the people, says the Lord. I will fool the people. Yes, I will. God says, the one that is chosen shall go in, and they shall say, he has hot blood. For the
This thing's 20 years old. Why did Donald Trump post that?
Spirit of God says, yes, he may have hot blood, but he will bring the walls of protection on this country in a greater way.
You're being
and
played.
The economy of this country
We're all
shall
being played.
change rapidly,
Don't be
says
played.
the Lord of hosts. Listen to the word of the Lord. God says, I will put at your helm for 2 terms a president that will pray, but he will not be a praying president when he starts. I will put him in office, and then I will baptize him with the Holy Spirit and my power, says the Lord of hosts. Come on!
I like watching the way Lucy will hold that football and pull it away every time, and these dumb motherfuckers will go kick it. Every time. So many of them that they're angry. They get angry when you say the horrible things that this man has done and the things that he is doing. They get angry at you for it. And it's like, I'm not the one doing it. Don't get angry at me about it. I'm not the one doing this shit. You know? And what does the Bible tell you about putting your faith in men? Let every man be a liar. You don't put your faith in mortal men. People should know that, especially these people like this bird who pretend to preach the word of God. They don't. They're charlatans. Every one of them, every single 501c3 is a charlatan. God and religion, and especially a church, have absolutely nothing to do with one another. You want to have a relationship with God? Stay the fuck away from the church. You want to have somebody else's interpretation of a relationship with God? You go on to that church. Because you ain't no better than a damn fish that follows the leader anyways. Can't think for yourself.
Well, just like Axl Rose says, Soft, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe trick.
Oh, great. Just wanted to put this out there. Pretty Woman 2 is on Prime. I mean, Melania is on Prime. That you can go there and see if you missed it in the theaters, which I'm sure most of you did based on the numbers. But this is really good. Now you can gain this is from her. See, this is a tweet from her. And she's got a check mark here. It says, exciting news. As planned, my new film. Let me do it like her. Exciting news. As planned, my new film, Melania, is launching on Prime following its record-breaking theatrical run. Now you can gain unprecedented access to my historical journey and view the never-before-seen footage, all from the comfort of your own home. Enjoy. Bring me moose and squirrel.
Well, the whole thing is, yeah, I've seen this earlier today, Sov.
You gonna watch
you know,
it? You gonna watch it?
Yeah. Already,
Oh,
yeah, go ahead. I already know what's going to happen. And believe me, no, go ahead and watch it, because if you haven't seen it, I'm going to tell you right now, she hits him in the head with glass bottles and with Trump, and he doesn't do anything. Like, somebody's going to actually take a bottle and hit you in the fucking head, and you're just going to fucking sit there.
That's
I'm
in
sorry.
there?
Yeah,
That's
go
in there?
watch it.
You
Let's go
saw it?
watch
No,
it. Yeah, go watch it. No,
I'm not
let's
gonna
watch it, sir. Watch
No,
it.
no, no,
Karen B showed it earlier today. Go ahead.
boy.
Let's watch it.
What a
Yeah,
treat.
yeah. See, they're playing you, man. Don't let them
How are
fucking
they
play you.
playing
Watch
you?
it,
What
bro.
are you talking about, dude?
Hold on, Carl. What in the fuck are you talking about? How can they play me if I don't fucking watch it?
I know, but they're playing everybody, is what I'm saying.
They're not playing me.
I understand that. They're not playing us. We know. But watch what's happening. That's what I'm saying. It's stupid.
Why would
It's
I watch
so
that to figure out that they're playing me? That's like torture. They play that for torture.
But they're not
prisoners
us,
of
but
war.
everybody, they're playing people. You know what I'm saying?
Who's they? Who's they? First off,
I don't know. You tell me, because
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out what you're saying here.
Okay, just watch the video then.
I don't want to watch the video. No one wants to watch the video. They had to force soldiers to go watch it just so that they had ticket sales. That's how much it sucks.
We know this. And they're calling it an
why
epic
would I
thing.
need to watch it? Why would I need to
I
watch
know.
it?
It's
You suggesting that someone go watch that would be like somebody.
well, I'm not suggesting it. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? They go, you ever see that? Somebody will find something nasty and they'll sniff it and go, "Oh, here, smell this." And I'm like, no.
I understand that.
You.
Well,
It's
no,
like
you was looking at
suggesting
it.
people to go watch Rubber.
No, I didn't suggest to go look at it. I'm saying that this is what they show.
Rubber has a plot.
Because that's what I saw, and that's why I'm letting you know. It's like it's stupid.
And good special effects.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
forget.
stupid.
It's got
What
Rubber's got great
somebody
special
would let
effects.
there and set somebody, like, just smash a glass against somebody's head, and you're just
Have you
supposed to
ever-
sit there and
have you
just
ever-
like take it.
Yeah, so
That's stupid.
have you ever seen theatrical glass? You
Yeah, I
when they
know.
bust the
Yes,
bottle
sir.
off the glass?
I understand that, but you know what I'm saying.
So who's getting played?
You know what I'm saying.
It wasn't real.
It's
Carl,
ain't me. It wasn't real.
Carl,
Right,
did you
so
watch
it's
that?
fake
Did you
shit.
watch it on Karen B's?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was showing. It was like she was
then who's
smashing
getting
stuff. She was all mad, and that was the theatrical of that. What you was fixing to watch. Yeah, I watched it earlier this
I
morning.
wasn't fixing to watch it. I was
think-
just showing the tweet announcing it.
I know. Yeah, it's
Well,
it's
if you
crazy
know,
if you
then why
watch
do you
it.
say the opposite of that?
Opposite of what, sir?
Well, you
What
said
happened?
that there was a video that I was getting ready to play, and I said I wasn't getting ready to play it.
Oh,
at all. And you said,
well, okay. Well,
"I
I'm
know."
sorry.
And
I'm sorry
like,
about that.
Then why would you say the movie that you were getting ready?
Well,
to
you
play?
was looking at it, and I was like, maybe he
I
might
was
play
looking
that.
at the tweet from
Okay.
Melania Trump announcing that her movie is now on Prime, and I was
Prime, right?
exemplifying how no one gives a fuck.
Nobody does. That's what.
That's
same
right.
thing.
Right.
Yep, nobody does.
That's it.
And then
That's-
if you
that's
watch
called-
the
that's called
the
dry
video
humor.
of it, it shows stupid stuff.
I don't care what it is. I don't want to know anything about it. I hate the Russian hooker, and I hate the big orange fat pedophile that she married for her green card.
The bottom line is he was pointing out how stupid it is. That was all there was to it. We weren't going to watch it. He was just showing that.
Yeah, Cubby, thank
Well,
you.
I would show rubber on. I would show rubber long before I.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's
Okay.
just stupid.
Effie Nation, you're Christian, yeah, if I'm correct.
I'm the living man, yes, sir.
Very good, very good. So in the Bible, you can look into the face of the earth or face of the water. All of those are related to the flat earth because face, in the matter of geometry, it's always geometrical flat surface. So there is plenty of verses in the Bible which speak about the flat earth. I have over
Yeah, you know
100.
what 3 and 4 bring? Do you know what 3 and 4 bring, sir?
No.
No.
I know.
Do you know what it is, Sam?
Well, if I haven't given you the answer, what the fuck would that tell you? Of course not. Would you go ahead and tell us?
3 and 4 is
I'm
5,
only on
right?
here for a limited amount of time every night, right? I'm on here for a limited amount of time. So let's move along with it.
Okay, sir. He was asking me a question, so I'm sorry.
No, I have not. So tell me, what is this? 3 and 4.
3 and 4 is 5 in a square, right?
Okay.
You know that.
Cool.
Well, he was talking about geometry and stuff. I was like, and he was talking about this. I'm like, well, I think it's a little bit different. It's like 3 and 4 is 5, 6 and 8 is 10, right?
Hey, Sop, I put a small little video in back if you want to change topics.
Well, I was just about to say that this was pretty funny too. I don't
Okay.
know how we got off on that. You know, it's interesting and everything, but it really was like,
Fun little
in the middle
square.
of, wow, let's take a look at all this crazy shit we're being lied to about, and this stuff here. And then somebody went, "Ooh, butterfly." And I went, "Yes, it is. It is a butterfly." But yeah, I dig what you're saying. That's cool. Geometry is awesome, but the reality of it is right down to the two most basic things that you can even think that prove that the globe cannot ever exist. And those two things are the behavior and physics of water and gas behavior. Right there. Game over. No working model. Go away now. Observation rules. Exploded.
Physical
Don't have to go into a
impossibilities.
whole big fucking debate about it. If you or if any globetard out there can show me the scientific experiment that verifies that gas behavior is affected by so-called gravity, great. Let's see it. But until you have that, that's a physical impossibility, and it's axiomatic.
Really,
No
Sov?
getting
Really?
around it.
Really?
Secondly-
Really, Sov?
Yes, absolutely. Water does not wrap itself around objects and adhere to it, assuming its shape, until someone can prove that it does through demonstrable physics and science. You have nothing but a story. Game over. There are
Yeah, the
no
only thing that
columns
holds
of
it is
air.
a physical barrier holds water to anything spinning, and it's got to
No
touch the
such
water
thing.
immediately.
There is no such thing as a column of fucking air either. Okay, there's like, oh, there's a column of air, but no, there is not. I am immersed in the air. It's a fluid. It's not an object. It has no geometry to it at all. It assumes the shape of its container. So there's no columns of air anywhere. That's
Spinning bearings got a race and a seal to hold the liquid in.
Yeah.
Without that, it spins off. Simple.
Right.
So easy.
So the whole thing's stupid and ridiculous. And until somebody can actually prove it and reconcile those two physical impossibilities with demonstrable science, shut the fuck up and stick your globe up your ass. There's nothing scientific about it.
Look at that picture, Sov.
Where?
I put an image on the
So
I don't know how to
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't propose it to them, so they
wait,
would stick this globe to their ass, because a lot of them would enjoy it.
Yeah, if that was actually the water in their world would follow like this over here, the contour of the topography underneath, right? Should
Always.
So it
Always.
doesn't. The only place it
And
follows
level on the top.
contour. Oh my god. Yep. Pretty cool. All right. Now back to my show. This guy is the it says, so the Israeli media reports that Itmar Ben-Gvir died in a car crash. This is the minister of I think the IDF. I think. But they're saying he died in a car crash, while in fact he's been obliterated by Iranian missile strike on his house.
Exactly. Missile strike his car crash.
Yeah, car crash. There you go. He was trying to get away. Here's former UN inspector, weapons inspector Scott Ritter. He's confirmed it too. This is pretty crazy. Let me bring this.
The Iranians are showing an ability to get intelligence information inputs in the morning and strike in the afternoon with deadly effect. And also, they're starting to expand their target deck. Remember, they didn't invent the concept of regime change. That was Israel on day one, killing Ali Khamenei. Last night, the Iranians struck the home of Benjamin Netanyahu. They killed his brother. They struck the home of Ben-Gvir. He is seriously wounded, may not survive. Iran is going to start to take out the totality of Israel's leadership. This is the reality of this conflict. Israel played the regime change game. It's going to be the Israelis that are going to be paying the highest price. The Iranians are no longer wearing kid gloves. They've taken them off and they're coming in bare knuckle.
They're reporting it. This is interesting. I looked it up as soon as you said it. The BBC is reporting it as Ben-Gvir was in a car accident last night. Does that surprise you?
They can report it any way they want. We know that his home is on fire. So maybe he crashed his car into his house.
That's interesting. I mean, the only reason I just can't help but be amused by this, because it would not surprise me for the BBC to provide cover for a story like this. Yeah, you and I
now know that the BBC reporters that work overseas are vetted by MI6 before they're allowed to take on their assignments.
We got to make sure this guy's going to say the shit we want him to say, or else we can't authorize it.
Yeah, Ritter is speaking of the truth, but he's everywhere, so I'm kind of like on the fence with him. So far, I didn't really see any psyops from,
I don't know. I found that just about all his information to be pretty solid.
Exactly. He puts out everywhere, For me, it's a tell. So that's why I'm on the fence a bit, Okay, information is correct, but he's everywhere. So, I'm questioning.
He's on a lot. Well, he's the one that's not towing the fucking government line, too.
That's true.
He's just telling it like it is. And he'll tell you what the capabilities are, and the reality of it. A lot of people don't want to hear that reality. Look, we don't have enough ammunition. Oh, we're the United States. We're the greatest. You cannot logistically support this war. We are Americans. Look, man, stop drinking your own Kool-Aid. I've been in the military. It ain't all it's cracked up to be. They talk a big game, but I'm sure Chad can tell you, just like I can, that anytime some operation gets put into effect, it's nothing but one huge clusterfuck.
Yeah, the bigger war is, the harder it is to operate.
Ritter puts out good information, but he does peddle the nuke. He talks about the nuke.
Well, he may absolutely, like a lot of people, believe that they're real.
Yeah,
there's been a lot
of
propaganda put into that. You'd be surprised. that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, oh, wait a second. Tel Aviv's getting fucking leveled right now. Bibi Netanyahu is spending most of his time flying around in a plane. What happened to the Samson option?
Exactly. That's the question.
Why haven't they used the Samson option? They
Why
just
isn't
keep
anybody-
threatening with it.
Can I say something, please?
It's because they're not fucking real. That's why. Now Trump has sent the nuclear codes over to the EA6s that are there in the region now that have the launch codes for the nuclear submarines. It's a bluff. Go ahead, launch them. We'll see what happens. He won't, because they're fake. And they won't do what they say they'll do. Now, do they have big bombs? Hell yeah. Iran's got some big fucking bombs, man. I'm seeing some of these missiles come in and do some shit I've never seen done before, man. That's incredible. But as far as irradiating the area and all that, nah, never going to happen. Not true.
Have you guys seen this new hypersonic rocket that's supposed to go Mach 15, and then if you listen to the clip, it gets 70 miles high and it skims along the water above. Did you hear that part?
No, I didn't even say that part.
Mach 15 is not a lot because they have exactly 24 times faster speed than sound. So it's not Mach 15, it's fucking way more, man.
Oh, yeah. Listen, you see these things. It was crazy because you see these little missiles coming in like this, going like that. And then all of a sudden you just see this streak. It's just a flash on the screen for a second. And just pew, and this huge fucking explosion. It's like, holy shit. And then with these cluster munitions, the problem with that is they fire their anti-missile missiles at that. And then just before they even intercept it, that thing releases them all, and that thing hits an empty hull. There's nothing in it, and all these little munitions are flying out everywhere, man.
At this point, I don't think so. I don't think so. They have used 24 times speed yet, because 24 times speed we wouldn't be even able to see. We would need to have special camera to catch them, like 100 frames or whatever, or a few thousand frames. Those 24 times speed, man, you can't see. You just can't see.
So
I believe those are 4 or 8, maybe.
What is it?
So is that a Star Wars thing, Sam?
Not Sam.
Dropping. Oh yeah, dropping from the sky. Is that what they're supposed to have? Right, like Reagan brought that out. I remember that.
No. These
and
are
just Star Wars. Yeah,
it's not Star Wars.
But you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like the same thing. It's all bullshit.
Okay, if you want it to be like Star Wars, it's like Star Wars. Fine. It's not part of the Star Wars program. It's a cluster bomb. It's a munition that flies to the target area and then opens up and releases like 1,000 bombs that they can't defend against. That's what a cluster bomb is. Casing of it comes off, and a whole bunch of these things. It's spinning already, so when it does that, it hurls these things out around it, and they're coming down at the ground, man. Nothing they can do about it.
Kind of like a satellite that's a balloon, right?
That missile you were talking about, I looked it up, and it's 2 stages. It fires off an initial stage that launches it up. Then it does its parabolic arc. Then as it comes down, it then shoots another one out of it that has a really short, really high powered charge that's only real short. That's why when that thing looks like it's moving nice and slow, then all of a sudden, boom, that thing shoots out of it like a dart. It's like 2 stages. It has the stage that lifts it up to do its arc. Then as it's coming down, it hits a certain distance. Then it shoots that thing out. It has that thing that comes out has its own super, hot short charge, and it's using relative density disequilibrium to drop that thing down. So it's already dropping. Now it's using that momentum and then dropping that other one down. Plus it's displacing. So as that thing's shooting out, it's displacing at the same time. So it's crazy fast. That's why it works. It's genius design, you know.
Well, according to this thing here, I just seen it says the United States has announced the withdrawal of its forces from several military bases across the Middle East, including Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, Iraq, Jordan, United Arab Emirates, and Syria, as well as other locations across the Gulf. Now this could be anything right here. I hated those fucking cadences, man.
Bad memories.
Yeah. Mama and Papa were lying in bed. One rolled over to the other and said, "Give me some." Oh, there you go. This is some more crazy nonsense shit with our friend Michael Aquino. If you know or believe airplanes were not used on 9/11, Michael Aquino is accountable what happened to all the airline passengers aboard all 9/11 planes that were reportedly hijacked is shocking. And so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to give you the link. Let's see, where is the link?
Yeah, they didn't have cell phone technology when that happened in the planes. So
no, listen
know
to
for
this.
a fact. Yeah.
Listen to this.
The airlines, I could tell you all kinds of things about 9/11. The notion that it was an Arab attack is completely ludicrous. It was a CIA and Mossad operation with some participation in it also by MI6. It had one purpose and one purpose only, which was to make American citizenry angry enough so that
When I was
United
working in
States
Atlanta, I talked to people
on
that
behalf of Israel
installs it. So yeah, no, it never happened. No
Why
cell
are you
phone.
talking over the video?
I can't hear the video, sir.
You can't hear the video. Let me back it up because you were talking over the thing. Watch it. What did you think was occurring?
I don't know. For some reason, it's not playing on my side.
We good now?
Yeah.
You can play it? All right.
One purpose and one purpose only, which was to make American citizenry angry enough so that the United States would go and spill its blood on behalf of Israel to balkanize as many of the Arab countries surrounding Israel as possible. And that was the whole point of it, that every commercial airline flight has something called a manifest. This is a printout list of who's on the flight. The airlines are very precise about these, and the big airlines like United and American, they maintain these manifests very rigorously from the time that people make reservations to the time when they check in. And when they board the plane, it's all checked against that. And the very last thing that happens before the door is slammed shut on an airplane is that the final version of a flight manifest is printed out and passed into the head flight attendant and say, here's who's on the fucking plane. So you know where they are and who they are. And that is what's locked in stone. Now, after 9/11, there was an initial flurry of claims that there were Arabs on all these flights and that they took them over and crashed them into things. And there were even a few tentative sort of ad hoc flight manifests that were put out, but these weren't the actual final ones from the airlines. Those didn't surface for some years, and they were very tightly kept away from the public eye. They're available now. You could actually hunt them down if you like, and any of your listeners can too, the final official passenger manifests. And guess what you'll find when you look at them? There's not a single Arab on any of them. Not one. Zero. I think you'll find that it's kind of difficult to hijack a plane unless you're on it, right?
Yeah, there is that problem. Yeah, there is that problem. Although,
Okay.
what about the uninterruptible autopilot that can control the plane?
There is all four of those 757s in those days, constructed by Boeing, had an automatic device which was installed by Boeing, which would permit a controller on the ground to seize control of the airplane, much like the drone systems that we have today, take the control system away from the onboard pilots, and fly and land the plane. And this was originally an anti-hijacking measure. And it was, as I said, put on all of those planes at that time. That's a matter of documentation, which readers can also look up. When that happens, all of the other control systems, such as the ground-to-flight communications from the pilot, are also seized and moved to the person who is on the ground who is controlling these systems. So the pilots become essentially passengers in the cockpit. And this was, again, originally done to prevent airplanes from being hijacked. But what it also does is permit an airplane to be taken over from the ground and flown just like a drone. So this isn't crazy science. It's just a perfectly normal thing, like the Reapers or Predator drones. And in this case, the 4 planes were simply taken over. And to make a long story short, they were all flown to a almost completely disused air base in Massachusetts called Westover Air Base, where they were landed. The base had been cleared of all its residual personnel the day before. The base has large, oversized hangars, big enough to put 757s in, because the base was originally constructed for the C-5A Galaxy, the hugest military transports around. So the 4 planes were flown there. Selected members of the crews from them and selected passengers were then offloaded from the planes and used to make the quote-unquote cell phone calls. Now they could make the cell phone calls because their cell phones would now work, which they wouldn't way up in the air at cruising altitude. And of course, on the ground, there is no background noise from the jets that you would normally hear. If you've ridden on any kind of a commercial jet, you know that it isn't a completely silent environment. There's all the jet noise, that's going on around you. But all those calls are completely silent. And as one very alert flight attendant would later point out, all the protocols, keywords, and code systems that flight crews are normally trained to use in the event of a hijacking were completely disregarded. Then the calls themselves were all within a few moments of each other, which was possible when you brought all the 4 planes down there together. After which, not to put too gentle a point on it, the passengers of those planes, including the ones who made the phone calls, were murdered. And so much for that. The planes themselves were then flown later on down to Florida, where there is a place, a company that converts commercial 757s to commercial industrial versions to haul stuff around, and that was their disposition, basically being cleaned out and reused. That the original planes were.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? And the reasoning behind that, it says that if you know or believe airplanes were not used on 9/11, Michael Aquino's account of what happened to all the airline passengers is shocking, but it makes sense. He says, still, many will say he is nothing but Satan's minion, so why would he tell the truth? And they are right. That's exactly why I believe him. That's what the poster of it said. So yeah, he makes some good points on that. But this is what we're really about here tonight, is this right here, is that we are respected Bigly. I'm telling you right now, bigly. You know, and I don't use that word lightly.
Yes. The world respects us right now more than they have ever respected us before. Yes.
The world respects us more now than they ever have before.
I don't think so.
I mean, anybody, if you're in another country there outside the United States, Canada, wherever else, you know, do you respect the United States, or are we like a clown show?
Clown show. People are okay.
Yeah, yeah. Turn your mic down a little bit, bro.
You know, saw the other day I was talking to some local college students, and they were talking about pretty much flat Earth. And I was talking about, I told them to ask their professor, a physicist or whatever, how they have pressure within it without a container. I said, have them answer that one. I said, they were like, yeah, we're going to ask him. It's like, awesome. Right here at University of Tennessee. It's going to be fucking awesome. I can't wait for the response.
You know what he will tell you?
I flat smacked so many people. And I'm fixing to get, show some pictures of found it. Yeah, we found it.
I can tell you what they will use as argument. They will use, for example, tornado or cloud or something similar. That's it.
Yeah, they always want to jump into a different state of matter and use liquid, but that's cool too, because then you can use the whole thing that the pressure that reading is not due to weight, it's due to displacement. Proof of that is because the pressure increases as you go deeper in water. But guess what? Water cannot be compressed. So there's no pressure. There's no pressure unless there's something there to displace the water. That's how that works, man. I'm putting this there we go. Here's the poll. Question of the night says the United States is respectable. You can answer bigly or no, it's a clown show. I'm not going to vote in it to keep it, you know, fair and honest and everything. But if I did vote, I would say, fuck, no, it's a clown show, man. But I've thought that for the longest time anyways.
But these young gentlemen, they did talk about the firmament. So
Cool.
they said, yeah, there's a firmament above us. I was like, yeah, it's a container of something.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we live in a cave or firmament above us, it's flat. I don't know. It looks round because the way it looks in the sky, that had nothing to do with the water factor. And it was like,
well,
yeah.
You have to
So, and it was good. It was people, at least the young ones
Yeah.
are around us are waking up. That's all I'm stating.
Here's the thing about that too. People say, well, where is your dome? And I'm like, I've never mentioned a dome. You just introduced the word dome. But seeing as how physical containment is 100% necessary for any specific volume of gases to exist, and if the Bible is correct and says that there's waters above us, I would say that a dome would probably be the smartest and strongest architectural shape to put the earth in.
Think of it as a bubble.
Yeah, like a bubble,
Think of
like
it
a
as a
blister,
bubble.
like a blister, a blister. Because the firmament is nowhere near as high as the earth is wide. So it's like a blister.
Like we're inside a cell.
Yeah, I think their altimeters are lying to us as far as what we know in height.
It's kind of the same as your eye, how your eye is. It's just like a blister over your cornea. This is I said that the White House put this out 3 hours ago. I quote tweeted it and said, "This is another post that will not age well. Mark my words." And the caption to it says, "This regime will soon learn no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces." I said, "This is not going to age well."
On the orders of the President of the United States,
Well,
U.S. Central Command.
regardless of what everybody starts on the outside,
This regime will
we got
soon
it
learn
on
that
the
no
inside.
one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces.
On the orders of the President of the United States, U.S. Central Command commenced Operation Epic Fury.
I'm gonna shoot you right down.
This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces.
They do not fucking challenge, they will attack, for
As
fuck's
he
sake.
has time and time again, being an American means something unbreakable. If you kill Americans, if you threaten Americans anywhere on earth, we will hunt you down without apology and without hesitation, and we will kill you. We didn't start this way. But under President Trump, we are finishing it. Their war on Americans has become our retribution against their
Iran is run by lunatics, religious fanatic lunatics. They have an ambition to have nuclear weapons. They intend to develop those nuclear weapons behind a program of missiles and drones and terrorism that the world will not be able to touch them for fear of those things. This is the weakest they've ever been. Now is the time to go after them. The president made the decision to go after them, take away their missiles, take away their navy, take away their drones, take away their ability to make those things so that they can never have a nuclear weapon.
Finally, to the great proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations.
Boom, boom, boom.
That was put out by the White House today. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I should actually be working in their propaganda department because I would have used this.
America, fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah! America, fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way, yeah! Terrorists, your game is through, 'cause now you have to answer to America, fuck yeah! So lick my blood and suck on my balls, America, fuck yeah! What you gonna do when we come for you now? It's the dream that we all share. It's the hope for tomorrow. Fuck yeah! McDonald's, fuck yeah! Walmart, fuck yeah! The Gap, fuck yeah! Baseball, fuck yeah! NFL, fuck yeah! Rock and roll, fuck yeah! The internet, fuck yeah! Slavery, fuck yeah!
Slavery.
Fuck yeah! Starbucks, fuck yeah! Disney World, fuck yeah! Porno, fuck yeah! Valium, fuck yeah! Reebok, fuck yeah! Fake tits, fuck yeah! Sushi, fuck yeah! Taco Bell, fuck yeah! Rodeos, fuck yeah! Bed Bath and Beyond, fuck yeah! Liberty, fuck yeah! White Slips, fuck yeah! The Alamo, fuck yeah! Band-Aids, fuck yeah! Las Vegas, fuck yeah! Christmas, fuck yeah! Immigrants, fuck yeah! Popeye, fuck yeah! Democrats, fuck yeah! Republicans, sportsmanship, books.
They all have AIDS.
There you go. I'm telling you right now, that is the jam right there. That is that right there. Now, if that didn't get you pumped up about America. Did you hear all that shit? Starbucks, fuck yeah, porn, fuck yeah. It's like
It's relevant to every war.
it is. It works right now, but I'm serious, man. Pete Hegseth, he probably don't even know about this. I gotta send this to the Secretary of Wawa. We gotta send this off to the Secretary of Wawa. Deborah Goodfinds, thank you so much for your donation tonight. That was very sweet of you.
Deborah's birthday was yesterday too, by the way. I think it was
Yes, it was.
Happy birthday, Dan.
It certainly
Happy
was.
birthday, Deborah.
Guys, do you remember Anne Hesh? She was on the
Ellen Ader.
Right, and she just stand up, right? And she was on the freaking already in the bag, so she woke up, whatever.
Yeah.
I have interview with her. Very fucking strange.
Oh yeah, and then they ended up capping her, and then Ellen DeGeneres ate her. She may have fed some of her as jerky with her special recipe to some of her audience.
Oh, they are all
But if
fucking
you
eating
think
food.
about it, here's what's funny. Ellen DeGeneres ate Anne Hesh in both senses of the word, man.
I know, right?
Talk about a scissor party going on there, baby. Let's hit it.
Yeah, around this video, if possible. It's freaking pretty.
It's
strange.
gonna have to be something else, Janusz, to top the Team America song, bro. It's gonna have to be something really fucking special.
Nothing like a little Anne Hesh foot jerky.
Oh yeah, that's tasty.
Hey, Saab.
Yes.
Saab, why did the Roman smile even though he had hair in his teeth?
I give up. Why?
He was a gladiator.
Gladiator. Oh, it's a dirty
Gladiator.
dad joke. It's a dirty dad joke. Wait, what am I doing here? There we go. Oh, and cool. It's with Baba Wawa.
Baba Wawa.
Good evening. I am Baba Wawa. Welcome to the CBS Evening News. You may have noticed that I have a speech impediment. Anyway.
You don't.
No, she does, though. What the
All
fuck,
right.
man?
I remember doing an
Why won't it let me fuck with the volume?
interview with the actress Anne Heche. It was the weirdest interview I think I've done. You wrote in your book that you were insane. Those were your words.
my God.
Insane. For 31 years. You're 32 now.
I had another personality. I had a fantasy world that I escaped to. I believed I was from another planet. I spoke a different language.
Can you still remember that language you spoke?
Of course.
Can you do any of it?
Akines, akaforta tunadon. It is a good fortune, Istadon, to be here.
Just that look.
Yeah.
Oh my
Isn't
God.
it crazy?
There.
Wow. That was
Was she MK Ultra or
I mean,
something?
she asked for it.
She
Why
got
she
it.
get him in an attitude after that?
Yeah.
And if you listen to our Anne Heche episode, we talked about that moment, but we
Yes.
only had a transcript
Right.
of it.
Wow. It's a good find.
I remember doing an interview with the actress Anne Heche.
Yeah, she's well, you know, man, maybe she probably was crazy, you know. A lot of those people in the entertainment business, you know, especially when they get up in fame
Certain level.
of
Yeah.
any degree, there's something wrong with them. They've been exposed to some fucking crazy shit or something, you know.
Yeah.
I've never desired that, like that kind of thing, you know.
No,
Like, you know,
freaking way. You know,
right.
when you're trying to change the volume, I think you can as well go with your cursor above on the top of the screen, right? And there should be as well volume when you go there, you know,
Oh, I don't see it.
in the shorts, because they changed recently something on the Odyssey. I'm just adjusting to it still as well.
Wait, I gotta close it. Close it. Close it, damn it. Don't show it again. Oh, yeah, here, wow. This is talking about the transgender shit, I think. You know, because Trump's okay with that now.
Yeah, because MAGA pushed him.
He's cool with that. I'm like, I don't understand. And that's none of this is, they're like, most of the people said, yeah, he's against that and everything else like that. He said he was against it. And I mean, how many times does Lucy need to pull the football out before Charlie Brown stops trying to kick it. You know, and these people, all we got to do, here's what they do. Here's what they do. This is how dumb they are. And they keep doing it over and over and over. People go, it's almost like, well, there's an election coming. If we get just the right people in there, then everything's going to be fucking fantastic. And you never get just the right people in there. Never. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we almost got it this time, you know, and it's like the touchdown that never fucking happens. Endless play after play after play and no touchdown. You know, pretty
Trust the
soon you're
plan,
gonna get
Sov.
tired of it. How long before you get tired of that bullshit and say, you know what? I'm tired of pussyfooting around with this fucking shit. We're not playing this no more. Boom. Make me, motherfucker. Make me do it.
Trust the plan.
Yeah, trust the plan. Trust the science.
Like voter ID, but you know, it can be given to you by your daughter. You know, your daughter, she has to be of age, like above 6 years old, she's allowed to say. You had to see some of this stuff is so bad. Like voter ID, but
How does he figure that of age is 6 years old? What in the holy fucking unholy Talmud did he just say? Here's is that the one we saw? Oh yeah, yeah. Scott. It's our guy, Scott.
The United States on the opening day of the war fired 4 cruise missiles into a facility that was evacuated by the Revolutionary Guard Command long before the conflict. One of these missiles struck a school. The fourth missile, 3 missiles, 2 missiles struck empty warehouses, 1 struck a school. The 4th missile was loitering over the site, collecting data, sending it back for battle damage assessment. The 2 warehouses were empty, no secondary explosions. But the 3rd site that they struck, they noticed an accumulation of human beings, people running to the site. And so they ordered the 4th missile to strike. The 4th missile went up, came down, and hit. The missile is designed to penetrate with a bunker busting capability, but there's an additional factor to this missile. You know, our brilliant weapons designers have concluded that the excess fuel in a Tomahawk missile at the moment of impact can actually be weaponized into a thermobaric weapon, a fuel-air explosive. And so they hit the button, turned the excess fuel into a thermobaric, and the people they saw running were the children who survived the initial attack. They went to the prayer hall with their teachers, and they asked the parents to come in and retrieve their children. Parents are on their way. So the movement you saw were survivors going into the building, teachers with them, parents come to them, and we put the 4th cruise missile in there, turned it into a thermobaric bomb, and burned these children alive. That's this war in a nutshell.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're targeting. And all we're doing is murdering people. And you know why this happened? Because Pete Hegseth canceled a Department of Defense directive that required a civilian mitigation team to go over each target to make sure that we weren't striking the wrong targets. He called that woke. He called that ineffective. He wanted to be the most lethal fighting force in the world. Kill, kill, kill. Well, Pete, you killed them. 170 of them. Children. You're a murderer. You're a war criminal. And so is Donald Trump. And so is every American who supports this war. Because this war is an illegal war of aggression. We aren't obeying the laws of war. And we're simply slaughtering innocent people to appease a bunch of neoconservatives who have an outdated concept of what the world should look like and who have completely subordinated the interests of the United States to the state of Israel. And I apologize for losing my temper.
No,
I'm a
no.
father of 2 girls, and I would hunt down and kill anybody who brought harm to my children.
Well, I think he's not alone in that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't alone in that at all. No. This was now Cubby put a link back here for a song, and did it say it's Pete Seeger? Okay, so it's a musical number. But the title of it is "What Did You Learn in School Today?" And you know, as soon as I saw that, I went, you know what, man? I used to hate that. My dad knew I did because he knew I didn't nothing, right?
Pete Seeger is from the 60s.
Oh, I know.
He's a folkie. He was one of the guys.
He did a tune called Little Boxes too. He did a rendition of that. You ever heard that?
He was one of the guys that got brought up on the in the 60s when they were doing that whole fucking communism scare shit. Blacklist, the Blacklist.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was one of the guys that they brought up in front of Congress was Pete Seeger.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Have you ever heard that song, Little Boxes?
No, I've never heard it.
It was the theme song for a TV show called Weeds. And it's pretty cool. It's like talking about how everybody just fits into boxes and they're just all the same and everybody just does the same fucking thing over and over. You know, it's really a cool song.
The only song I really know of Pete Seeger, he did all the Peter, Paul, and Mary stuff in the 60s. He did all that.
Right.
You know, like that kind of folky scene, early 60s stuff.
Let's see here. So what did you learn in school?
He did a song with the Clancys. He had the Clancys on a show once with him. And they did an old Australian song called I Never Will Be the Wild Robin No More. That's the only Pete Seeger anything I know.
Sharon Osbourne is a Jew. Interesting.
How dare you?
All right, here we go. That's what clapping sounded like in the 60s. Anyway. They hadn't invented color yet. I remember when it was black and white. The whole world was black and white.
I know.
Until just a little bit. Yeah, it was crazy.
They're not snapping their fingers or doing jazz hands?
No, not yet. Not yet. Hang in there, they may.
You know, all those freaking Zionists and the fucking supporting this war, attack on Iran. I will give them a round of applause with the one hand.
Yeah.
What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that Washington never told a lie. I learned that soldiers seldom die. I learned that everybody's free. That's what the teacher said to me, and that's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that policemen are my friends. I learned that justice never ends. I learned that murderers die for the crimes, even if we make a mistake sometime. And that's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned our government must be strong. It's always right and never wrong. Our leaders are the finest men, and we elect them again and again. And that's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that war is not so bad. I learned about the great ones we have had. We fought in Germany and in France, and someday I might get my chance. And that's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school.
Very, very good. It's what you say in your country is very, very good, no?
You have brilliant fucking Russian accent.
Yeah, that's a great song. I like that. I like those. I like some of those folk shit, you know.
I didn't know this song. First time heard it.
So yeah, it says here's another thing too. This guy says that it's not a drill. 2 Fox News blonde female anchors have called out the Trump administration. Yeah, they were on that Laura Ingraham tweeted out, said, re-upping what I said last week. Administration must wrap its investigation and address head-on horrible unintended tragedy of this war, talking about the schoolgirls that got blowed up. And Megyn Kelly seconded it. Okay. You know, I agree 100%. We know it was us. It was on their fucking target map that they showed when they were bragging on Fox News. I don't know what you do about that. Where's that music coming from?
Sorry, that was me.
So some of the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah. Hey, can I ask a question? Who was that from earlier? The last video you played, because Sam said he's never heard of it. It's like, man, I've never heard that song ever. And who was that?
It's back in the private chat. It's Pete
Yes.
Seeger.
Who?
Pete Seeger.
Pete Seeger.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
I'll have to
Bob's
look
brother.
that up. Okay.
I was kidding, by the way. I wasn't serious.
Because
Hey, Saul,
I've never seen that song before.
I think your show is the equivalency of Mystery Science Theater 3000, only with the downfall of history altogether.
Oh yeah. There's so much. There's so much.
Because that's really what it feels like to me. It's just like you guys are just like, okay, it's just gonna fall. Who gives a fuck? Let's just talk.
What are
about
you gonna do about it? I mean,
I know.
What did you learn in school today?
For some odd reason, I couldn't hear y'all. Now I can. So it's crazy.
Huh. So this Lee Zeldin character says that the streaks in the sky aren't normal. He's from the government here. He says the streaks in the sky are not normal contrails, and that the government will reveal geoengineering programs. Really? Holy shit! We all thought those were natural contrails from the fucking jets.
Now you tell me.
Isn't it funny to watch people who get into like the things that we were into years ago and watch them in real time? They're like, oh my God, they're spraying the skies. And we've been doing it for like a lot of years. And we're like, you gotta be kidding me. You really gotta be kidding me. You haven't figured this one out yet. You still haven't gotten to this point. And you're like, there's going to be people that are going to start, there's going to be new 9/11 movements in a matter of like 2 years. And we're like, you guys are just, what? You guys are just starting this? It's going to happen. It's going to happen, dude.
It's happening. It's already happened. I've seen it happen all the time. People show me some shit that they found on the news and say, oh my God, did you know about this? And I said, yeah, for about 15 years.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty sure there's no planes on 9/11. And you look at him, you're like, oh, you know that famous meme? Oh, really? Really? Really, guy?
Where'd you get that shit from?
Listen. These people are walking around with a supercomputer in their hand and they know shit. They don't know.
Oh my God, I know.
That's what's hilarious about this is that these people are walking around with equivalent machines that are equivalent to shit that was 10 times more powerful than anything that was around 20 years ago. And they're dumber now than ever.
It don't matter. All the power computing that we could put together right now is never going to unravel the mystery of what in the fuck is going on with Ben Shapiro's goddamn eyebrows, man.
I got that bit you sent me today. Like, what the fuck?
He's using the Grecian formula. That's what he's doing.
Somebody put some of that. What's that shit that makes you grow some Rogaine on his fucking forehead or some shit?
Joe Rogan.
Did you see the one where they brought in Tom Selleck and two Tom Selecks with his mustache over his eyebrows?
Oh yeah.
That's latest.
I saw him make two of the Austrian painter with the eyebrows being the mustache. It worked out pretty good too. That's what I refer to him now as, the Austrian painter. He doesn't hit the algorithms.
Have you guys?
Like this, man, it's a good thing, man. As the college kids waking up, I've seen it. So, I mean, it's just fucking, it's awesome.
He's roboting bad.
Yeah, roboting really bad. So, sympathy.
Have you-
What's that, Tony?
Have you guys heard of Pauline Hanson?
Doesn't ring a bell.
She is going to be the next Prime Minister of Australia, and she's a redhead. Go and have a look at some of her clips. She's rising to power at an alarming rate.
Oh shit, she's a Nephilim, dude. The red hair proves it, bro.
She Jewish by chance?
She don't know nothing about
What's your last name? Steinbergowitz?
The whole world knows what's happening in America, but most Americans don't even know where Australia is.
I know. There's some that think that it's a hoax anyway. It might be. I don't know. You could be AI. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
We don't trust them upside down people. I'm just kidding.
I am definitely AI, and so recently I have heard that I am a handler of Dorian Boomer on his
There you
channel
go.
on the presentation. You know,
Right? I'm just everything your parents ever warned you about. Okay, so you just take
I
it
know
to
this.
that.
Isn't that kind of a funny thing to say? Down under. So like down would be on the bottom. Under what?
It sounds sexual. It sounds sexual, like this.
Tony, is it daylight over there?
Yeah, of course it's.
Of course it
daylight.
is. Every
Black
day
Sun is
is
there.
Yes.
time.
What
My
time is it?
God.
What time is it, Tony?
It's
I know that. What time is it?
11:35.
We're 11:35. Okay, good, sir.
11:36.
Don't you think it's pretty
Okay,
profound
thank
that they
you.
promoted?
I needed that time from you so I can clarify what I need to look at. Thank you very much.
Cool. Great.
Don't you
Can
think
we
it's
get back
funny
to the
that,
show now?
that they promoted a band with a song called Down Under that was from Australia? And do you find that just a little bit interesting?
Yeah, there was
I find it
all
interesting.
people going fucking crazy about Australia at that time. They had Crocodile Dundee and all kinds of Outback Steakhouse emerged.
Yeah.
You know, which has nothing to do with Australia except for the decor. And I think half of that's probably not real anyway.
What about the onion blossom?
Ooh,
Oh, well, those are
Blooming
good. Those come from a food distributor. You can get those fucking things any place, man. Like the bloomin' onion. That's what it was, the bloomin' onion.
The bloomin' onion.
The bloomin' onion, mate.
You know, I got a good story for you guys. Like, go ahead, just play that video. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm watching Israelis and Zionists cry about how no one seems to give a monkeys that they're getting bombed in Israel. And I do have to wonder, do you think they've ever considered that more people would be sympathetic to what they're going through if we hadn't spent the last 3 years watching them do worse to Gaza? Well, obviously, it's been going on for longer than 3 years. It's been going on since 1948 when that shitty little ethno-state was created. Yeah, you can't complain about other states violating international law when you guys have shown nothing but contempt for it ever since the creation of Israel. Well, you can, but people are obviously going to point out the obvious, which none of you want to acknowledge. Let's also not forget that you've got the Iron Dome as well as bomb shelters, courtesy of the American taxpayer. Bomb shelters that you're using to host raves. You know, you're telling us we're scared for our lives. People that are scared for their lives don't tend to whack on techno. These bastards are so far removed from reality, it would be funny if they weren't so serious. When I see the footage coming out of Tel Aviv, the only people I feel sorry for in that situation are the children, those that are refused conscription to the IOF, and those in Israel that recognize Israel for being the settler colonial regime that it is. Other than that, I really don't care. And if that makes me cold-hearted in their eyes, I can live with that.
Israel's so fucked. They're so fucked.
Good.
It's over for them, and they don't even know it yet. It's over. I mean, like if it's at the groundswell like this, it's just like, oh my god.
Look at this. That's fucked up.
It's a hot
Tel
mess,
Aviv.
man. It's a hot mess over there. I mean, but you know what you do? You do serve your own plate, right? I mean, that little country served its own plate, and so let's just watch it. I mean, what else are we gonna do? I'm on an island in the Atlantic. You know, you're up in Virginia somewhere. Fucking, we're all from a bunch of places. All we can do is just sit back and watch it, because, like, you know, we can talk about it. You stay vigilant. You know,
That's all you can do. I mean, you can't change anything about it. Going on the internet isn't going to change anything. So what do? You just sit back.
You know why
the show.
Yeah, observe. But yeah, like I always said that words mean something. So as long as we're talking about it, it goes out and it manifests in the real thing. Somebody was talking to me. We were talking about like this whole Epstein shit, and like okay, so who's going to prosecute these guys? They just released all this information, and now everybody just doesn't give a shit, right? And so, like, I was talking. I can't remember who I was talking to, but I was like, "What's the operative word?" The operative word is coalition. In other words, the coalition of consciousness. A lot of people thinking in the same way, and then the sharp end of the stick manifests, and it's people that were meant to do that, which would be we would know them as prosecutors right now, but the prosecutors probably are on the same side as the other side. But
They always have been.
yeah, and so
They
what you
always
would
have
have.
been.
Yeah, so what you would
Think about
have
this-
is
think about this, Lowry. When you go to court, usually a lot of people can't afford a lawyer to pay for personally, right? So they give you a public defender.
Yeah.
Right. So now there's 3 key people in that room with you. There's a prosecutor, there's a public defendant, and there's a judge. Where do their paychecks come from?
Same old
Oh my
spot.
God, the same fucking people that are trying to fuck you in the first place.
Yes.
Isn't that handy?
Right. And if you got right, and if you got an attorney you a torn when you sign
You have to
contract,
fix your mic. Affination.
You gotta fix your mic.
Your mic.
Carl, you gotta fix your mic. You gotta fix your mic. You're hardly
Might be
even
your
coming.
connection too.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Did you catch that though,
there's-
Saab? What I was
here's
talking
where-
about?
Well, yeah, but here's where the Epstein list ties right in to this military operation. This is crazy. It says that the military officials are reportedly having problems getting that the soldiers training for a potential Iranian invasion to stop sarcastically yelling for Epstein every time they salute each other, and have likened it to the Gen Alpha 6-7 craze.
What
So
in the
they're like
actual fuck
saluting
does that
each
even
other.
mean?
The troops that are getting ready to be deployed are saluting one another, going for Epstein. What the
because
fuck,
they're
right?
brainwashed.
Well, I think-
Juggling nuts.
I think
What?
like,
Obviously they're not, or they
They're
wouldn't.
not-
They would be
doesn't
saying
know what's
for
going on.
America. The Iranians are referring to this as the Epstein regime and the Epstein class, the pedophile regime. This is what other countries are calling us right now.
well, don't
This
you
is
find
what
like
they're calling.
Saab, like I think you're on the right track. But what I'm saying is like, the consciousness manifests the sharp end of the stick. I would posit that this is the work of God in this point in time. It's like once you get enough consciousness to be like, you're fucking wrong and you're doing horrible shit and you're gonna die now, they just coalesces until you get a sharp end of the stick. And I think we're gonna see that. I really do. I mean, I'm just like, it's just that's karma.
Already
Karma
happened.
fucking works
It's
that
already
way.
happened. It's already happened.
Right.
I hope it. I hope it did.
Right, brainwashed from both sides.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of brainwashing all over the course of everything, but like, it's like you got to expect that karma is going to wash back like a wave on everything, and like now it's just out there in the open. It's like I've been walking around the last 2 weeks. I'm like, Jesus, it's all out here on the everything's open now.
Yeah,
It's like
it
the
is.
wave is broken, and now I'm like, I don't think we have a lot of work left to do unless the sharp end of the stick finds our manifestation in our own body. But I think it's going to exact itself because you just can't say, I don't think there's that many people in the United States, but, say 100 million people that live here, eventually there's going to be enough people that get pissed off that it's just over. I'm just
Right.
waiting. I'm waiting to see it. And like, I will participate. If I have to participate in it, I will. But it's like, that's wrong. Fuck, go after those motherfuckers and get them. And that's pretty much what it is. And we're just waiting to see
I
what this.
think it's best to do it like this. Okay. Treat the government as the abusive boyfriend that you just left. And when he comes to show you how much he loves you and shit, that's the time you use your restraining order, man. That's the time you say you just fuck right off.
And I want to address. I want to address something in the chat right now. Dead_inside 674 says hopium. That's not hopium. That's just me expecting karma to work the way that I understand it, how it works. Whether it's me that's working through it or other people. You know, when you do the hopium bits, all you black pillars out there. Look, now the coalescing of the consciousness will produce a sharp stick. It will, and that's it. You know, so when I see copium, that's one of my. I hate that fucking word, copium. I'm not copying with anything. I'm waiting for the.
You don't
Can
have
we
to
talk about
defend it.
Gerald, the head dolphin?
She wants. Yeah,
Oh.
we'll get to that.
Did
We'll get
you
to that.
hear about this story?
Listen,
The guy that got kidnapped by dolphins to build an underwater structure?
We'll get to that.
Okay. I'm just saying, like,
We cannot, because I'm here for a limited amount of time, and we talked about the dolphin guy yesterday. There was also another guy that we saw that was witnessed on the side of the freeway that cut his fucking penis off and bled to death, and they don't know why.
Yeah,
that was in California. So I don't know.
Nicole was the one that told me about this dolphin kidnapping, and
then about the dolphins and all that. I don't know. Maybe
what is
he
the
just
importance
had
of a guy cutting
really
his
good
penis
fucking
off?
acid, you know? I don't know.
And then a dolphin kidnapping. I don't know what that is.
Okay,
That's
hold on.
the
The dolphin
distraction,
kidnapping
just like
is
this shit
really
is, so that I
important
can't
because
go
this
on
guy-
with what I plan to do. See, that's basically what it is. And you know what? I think it's just very stressful. People getting kidnapped by fucking dolphins, people cutting off their wieners and everything. You guys like Bob Ross? Does Bob Ross calm you down?
Oh,
He calms me down.
When I'm stoned,
Oh my God.
it's funny.
It's funny. But he paints it. The water has always got to be level.
Thank you.
You want to take a nap or something?
Right. There you go. So, well, let me introduce you. This will calm you a little bit. Let me introduce you to someone kind of like that. This is the Austrian painter.
Guten Tag, hallo und herzlich willkommen zu diesem Einführungskurs in die österreichische Malerei. Einige von Ihnen erkennen mich vielleicht als Leadsänger der Heils oder als Führer des Dritten Reichs, aber heute werde ich Ihr Mallehrer sein. Was ich in der Malerei so wunderbar finde, ist, dass sie ein sehr wirksames Mittel sein kann, um nach einem langen, anstrengenden Tag der Weltherrschaft abzuschließen.
I thought you guys would get a kick out of that, man.
Exotic is great. I think all of his videos on my channel. I've checked them all. They're awesome. I didn't find even one shitty.
Do you guys know why the Jewish American princess filled her teeth with gold?
No, why?
Because she knew her boyfriend would never come into money.
God. It's hard enough handling this antiseptic thing without the dad jokes. I like them.
It's not antiseptic. Look. Is there anything that's been said? Look, they're. Why are they going out of their way to act out the stereotype? Maybe they're not acting out a stereotype.
They're not. They just are.
Yep.
I mean, even in Israel right now, there's some like people protesting, some unrest in the streets and shit. And there's them dudes with those hats and those cloaks, and they're just in the background scurrying around and shit. They just scurry. You ever notice that? They don't run, they scurry, and their arms don't move when they run. They just scurry it's crazy. I think it looks so weird because their arms don't really move like normal. Like when you swing, you have a gait with your arms, right? And they just kind of like don't. That's weird.
It's a product of their upbringing. I mean, we lived it in New York City. We know what it is.
It's a culture with paranoid schizophrenia, man. It really is.
Yeah.
They foster this paranoid idea that everybody. I'm going to show you a video clip later here in a little bit. In France, there were some anti-Israel protesters, and apparently a Zionist who shows up and he's arguing with them. Of course, I can't understand what they're saying because they're talking in French. But then all of a sudden, you see him.
Show me the video.
Nobody touches him, and he just starts screaming in pain. He screams in pain and acts like they attacked him and starts falling down and shit and going running toward the fucking police and stuff.
It's
And it was
victim
like,
narrative.
it is. It's like it's woven into their shit. Every one of their holidays is marking the anniversary of fleeing and running away from
Someone
somebody.
killed us again. Someone killed us again. I mean, did
this
that
is
really
when we
happen?
got ran out of here and ran out of there. Hell, they could potentially get 109 holidays out of that. We could round it up to a 110 if we
No,
play
that
it
would
right.
be 1032 exactly holidays.
Remember, gentlemen, when at the end we was all fooled at one time.
Of course we were.
Yeah.
So we've just awakened. That's all.
Satan is the most beguiling. Okay, the master of lies.
Yep, father
Of course, especially being of not earthly nature, not a mortal nature. Of course, the Satan is going to have the most elaborate lie, like I've said before. Satan has disguised himself as the church in many instances, especially when it comes to these Judeo-Christians and these Schofield Bible people, man. Boy, have you been fucked in the ass. That's for real.
Yep.
They got you actually praying to Baal and you don't even know it, man.
Do I rise
Just
as
because
well?
a little word changes and shit and you weren't paying attention, man. You weren't paying attention.
Let's assume for a second that the Holocaust was real, right? So it's
a shame that it was.
Joke from Poland, so it translated. Do you know? But you have to assume that the Holocaust was real, okay?
Okay.
So where is the biggest amount of Jews?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
In the atmosphere.
Oh God.
It's kind of like Iran right now.
Yeah, they got that black rain coming down.
I know.
See, this guy's scared. This is kind of cute little cartoon.
How are Iranian missiles still getting through? THAAD, Iron Dome, David Sling, Patriot missiles, but they're still hitting Israel. I can't take this much longer. I'm getting tired of circling around in my jet. Quick, tell Donald to send in American troops and capture Iran's missile facilities. Tell him if he doesn't send in his ground forces, I'll start using my nukes instead. IDF soldiers are only good for targeting women, children, and unarmed men. Besides, why should I risk Israeli lives when I can send in the Goy to fight for me instead?
Oh yeah, it's on point.
Yeah, man, and he is circling around in his jet most of the time because because every place he goes, they're like, no, you're a target. Get the fuck up out of here. We ain't having them. They got you targeted, buddy. You're gonna have to keep moving. Because that's why they're taking out that whole fucking regime, bro.
On a serious note, does anybody know who like his replacement could possibly be?
I think they killed him today.
All right.
I think that's the Guevara guy.
And to replace him will be even worse, possibly. You know.
That's why I was asking.
Possibly worse, but probably will be of the same level. Because they're all.
Well, how are they supposed to? How think about this? How are they with this fucking war going on and shit? And they've targeted government buildings. How are they supposed to get together and have any kind of fucking parliamentary procedure to put anybody in? That's what I'm saying. This is just getting worse for them by the day. And the thing of it is this: that Trump's gone to them twice wanting to ask for a ceasefire, and they're like, nope, we're not going to do it.
No credibility.
You don't have any credibility and shit. And then Trump comes back and tells us that they're asking us for a ceasefire and shit. And we said, no, that's not the case at all. Because they've said already, man, this is it. You called the tune, man. You kept on and kept on, kept on, kept on, kept on. And now you've run it. This is what you want. And he said, we're not going to stop until Israel is destroyed. And I'm like, Godspeed, Iran. Godspeed.
No matter of position of Iran, in the world map, they placed the country in a very unfortunate spot because they placed the country just in between American bases.
I know. That's how you know they want to have a war with us. They put their country right by all our American bases.
Mm-hmm. That was
We might,
stupid.
we might have to hear the America song again. America, fuck yeah. Gonna save the motherfucking world.
Peter.
Screen record this.
What?
I'm afraid your empire is over. You've facilitated
Oh, yes,
the
I know.
Jews. You've facilitated the Jews for too long.
Yep. Same thing happened to Rome. But this time, maybe we can do it right. And here's how you do it, right? Once this government collapses, okay, the key to prosperity is to not fucking replace it. If you go to a surgeon and have him remove a tumor from your body, do you have him replace it with something? Of course not, especially not another tumor. How much of this do people have to look at and see to know that it always ends this way? So stop having it. There's no need for it. You can govern yourself. Just behave. Can you not behave? Are you animals that have to be threatened by violence in the barrel of a gun in order to not be a fucking prick? What's wrong with people, man? I think we can. I think we could do this, man.
Screen record this.
Okay.
These traitors are about to declare martial law for Israel in all 50 states.
I'm not going to answer particulars on something that may be in the planning process, but we definitely do have multiple layers of National Guard response forces, whether it's in each state, whether it's regionally, whether it's Title 10 active duty, whether it's Washington, D.C. We've got a lot of different ways that constitutionally and legally we can employ Title 10 and Title 32 forces, and we will do so when necessary.
Okay, so you know what that was, right? Do you know what just happened there? These traitors are about to declare martial law for Israel in all 50 states. That's what that was. When they say 50 states, one Israel, that's what they mean. They mean 50 states under the control of one foreign country as the American people are locked down in their homes at gunpoint and thrown into gulags as thought criminals if they speak out against sending their children to die in a foreign war. Screen record.
Sorry. Come after me for exercising my rights like that. I see you as an enemy to the United States and the rights of the people, and I will deal with you as such. I'm an old man. I don't care. A life sentence doesn't fucking mean shit to me.
Yes, sir.
That's the way. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good because I thought I was thinking this, and then I ran across this, and I was like, and my thought process was very, very similar to this. This is how I'll do. I like war game. What'll happen if this happens? And I'll go work it all out. This guy did the same thing. I love it.
So if you're looking for an exit, what's your exit strategy if you're Trump? Well, one of the things that's really interesting about Trump is he just makes stuff up. So what he can do is he can say, I've made a deal. It's the best deal ever. There's never been a better deal. I've made the most incredible deal the world has ever seen. It's really special. You're going to love it. We're going to win. We're going to win like you've never won before. And I'm getting oil concessions from Iran. And we're going to send everybody in except for ExxonMobil because they made me very angry when they pushed back on the Venezuela thing. and so I'm going to punish them for all eternity because I hate them. And then he's gonna say, and we're done, and the war's over. And the United States will just simply stop attacking Iran. It doesn't matter if the Islamic Republic is intact or not. For his supporters, he got a win, and they're gonna go, he's a genius. He got all this oil for us, and then not a single drop of oil need ever leave Iran for the United States. Not a single U.S. oil company need ever set foot in Iran. The Iranian government can even come out and go, no such deal was made, and it won't matter. That's the world we live in. It just won't matter.
He ain't wrong, man. He ain't fucking wrong. You know? I mean, that's how it is. I guess, what is this here? I don't know. This fucking shit's in French. Damn it. How do I make it translate? Let me see.
This is the world we live in. Whoa.
I don't know how to. Why is it in French?
What are you trying to do? Convert it from French to
Video. It was a video, and it's I don't speak whatever this language is.
Is there a tab up at the top by like the URL?
No, you know what though? You know what though? It's probably because I'm on that VPN.
I still remember French, so I could translate.
All right, I'll bring it up then.
You have to be quick.
All right. Can you see that?
Where'd it go? No.
It's not French. It's Spanish.
Oh, it's Spanish. Okay. All right. Anybody speak Spanish? No? Okay.
No habla español.
Scroll up.
No,
I can maybe decipher some words.
Poquito.
French.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Ooh, that is fucked up.
Burn, baby, burn.
Good Lord. I think that right there is AI. It's a catchy song, though. Wow. You guys like that song? I was grooving to it. I'm going to see if I can find it.
They played that at my senior dance.
Did you?
Yeah,
oh my God. You were so lucky. Oh my God. Listen here. You want to hear some bullshit? Of course you do. President Trump says that Iran was moments away from wiping Israel. This was 6 hours ago or so. Israel off the face of the earth, if not for the United States stepping in to save the day. Trump says Iran was just 2 weeks away from getting and using a nuclear weapon on Israel and then taking over the entire Middle East. I thought they obliterated their fucking nuclear capabilities when they attacked them back. When was that? January? When was that last time they attacked them? January, wasn't it?
June? Were you talking about the 12-day war?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was June.
Oh, yeah, June. Right. So I thought they obliterated that. And while they built it all back up in that short period. Come on. This guy's so fucking full of shit. He just lies.
Because this was always a dark cloud hanging over not only Israel, which was going to be wiped out. You know, if we didn't do that B-2 attack, Israel would have been wiped out. They would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks after that. And even now, I think they were looking to take over the Middle East because when you look, and we have pretty good proof, all of those missiles that were so stupidly aimed at Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, they were all aimed, and others, at countries that were sort of like, leave us alone. They were all right. They were sort of neutral, but they weren't doing it. All of a sudden, they're getting hit with missiles. And they could have gone one of two ways. They could have gone toward their side, like we're with you, or they could have gone with our side. And they really went with our side, and they've helped us, and they've been a big force. But they got hit. But they were going to be hit with us. Had we not done the B-2 raid, and have we not done this one where we said, nope, it's time to go in, we have to go in, have no choice. Number one, if we didn't go in, they would have come in after us, because I see the Democrats trying to justify it, and they're failing because the voter on the street is saying, you got to be kidding.
There was, I don't think, a fucking thing he said there that made a lick of sense. To tell you the guy.
No, sir. I didn't hear that either. Can I state something?
Very good.
If one free man, the original sovereign, may do this, all do this, why may not an arrogant of free men, a collection of original sovereigns, do this likewise? The dignity of each singly is undiminished. The dignity of all jointly must be unimpaired. Chisholm v. Georgia. Y'all need to look that up. I might have misquoted a few things. I don't have my glasses with me, so. But yeah, check that out.
Drop a link or something, man. That'll probably help better.
Well, I don't have that. It's Chisholm v. Georgia, 2 U.S. 419, 1793. It's a very important case. Compliments of Saul's son, of course. Burn the corporate fiction.
Here's it said that it seems that David Barnea, the head of the Mossad, has been targeted and killed, with reports coming in just minutes ago. This is a significant setback for Israel. The operations against Mossad have begun. And it looks like the U.S. has considered pulling back its own territory. And I think I saw another thing earlier where it said that they hit Mossad headquarters as well. So yeah, these guys, they know what they're doing. Like I said, you bit off a fucking way more. There's a guy now for the next actor on the clown show stage. This guy, okay, Mark Wayne. What's his last name? Yeah, no, that's not his first and last name. He has two first names for a first name. His name is Mark Wayne Mullen.
Oh.
This is who's going to take Kristi Noem's place.
Oh, that guy. The guy that was hiding from all the January 6th tourists.
Yeah.
His name is Mark Wayne. Not Mark, not Wayne. Both. Two first names. Zero shame. He inherited his daddy's plumbing business, sold it while in Congress, and reportedly reached a net worth of $65 million while repeatedly trading stocks in companies his own committees oversaw. His plumbing companies pocketed $1.4 million in forgiven COVID loans. Then Mullen loudly opposed student loan relief for other people. He voted to throw out the 2020 election as part of his never-ending support of President Trump, regardless of the lack of evidence from even those within his own party. When rioters stormed the Capitol that day, someone took a now famous photograph of Mark Wayne, looking terrified, hiding behind a chair. He later cheered the pardons of the same domestic terrorists he was busy hiding from, many of whom have been rearrested for crimes they've committed since then. He is so opposed to workers' rights that he showed up to a Senate workers' rights hearing and tried to fistfight the president of the Teamsters Union. Bernie Sanders had to stop him with a gavel. He has violated federal stock trading laws so many times, he was fined a whopping $200. Mullen went on Fox News and said war smells bad. Said if you have ever felt it in your nostrils, you never forget. This man has never served a single minute for this country. The closest Mark Wayne Mullen has ever come to smelling a war zone is the doo-doo he was hired to clean out of somebody's toilet at a job handed to him by his daddy. Christy Nome was terrible. Replacing her with Mark Wayne Mullen is like fumigating out a rat and moving in a skunk.
Yeah, like from bad to worse. I'm still saying he's only had one successful hire. One successful hire of anybody that knew what the fuck they were actually doing as far as their job is concerned. And that's that porn star, Stormy Daniels. Outside of that, none of these people are qualified for the positions they're in at all. You know, it's exactly like an idiocracy. You know, just because of their, let's put a YouTube guy in as the deputy FBI chief. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's put a Fox News talk show guy on up for the Secretary of War, right? What the fuck are we doing here, man? This has got to be a fever dream, bro. It's got to be a fever dream. I don't know how this can be going on.
We have some scary news coming out of the Iran war right now. The most holy city in Shiite Islam is a city called Qom. This is where all the Ayatollahs go to school for years and years. Now that entire city with hundreds of thousands of people has had leaflets dropped over the entire city by Israel telling them that they must immediately evacuate the entire city up to 17 kilometers away. Why would they be doing this unless they intend to do something with massive devastation? Now, the United States just moved the Doomsday Plan into the Middle East, and that plane is set so that the United States president can issue nuclear launch codes to nuclear submarines in order for them to do some sort of an attack. The suspicion is that because the Fordo very hardened site, which is where they do a lot of their nuclear enrichment, which is buried under a mountain near the city of Qom, is going to be attacked with not a bunker buster, which was the traditional way that you would attack something like that, but because it is so hardened that they are considering using a tactical nuclear weapon. This is an absolutely insane thing to have to report. The United States and Israel could very well be getting ready to nuke Iran.
Okay, so that's the last stage in the bluster. Call their bluff. Call their bluff. You got no fucking nukes. If nukes were real, someone would have used one by now. Israel. What happened to your fucking Samson option, dickheads? What happened to your Samson option? How come you ain't employed that? Y'all running around having raves, eating acid down in the fucking bunkers and shit. Crazy bastards. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, this is the thing that I said it's going to be a, short period of pain for the long-term gain or some dumb shit like that. They're fucking hitting your media. Look, here you go. Get ready.
Marching orders have been given to the media and to the politicians. Check this clip out.
They know where this
is a short-term disruption for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain be for long-term gain.
We're going to have some short-term pain with long-term gain.
Short-term pay for a long-term gain.
Some short-term pain, yes, but we've got some long-term gain. Short-term spike for a long-term gain.
Some short-term pain for American consumers. We may have to deal with that in the short term. Short-term and temporary.
Temporary, short-term pain.
It's going to suck in the short term.
Some short-term pain.
Short-term pain. We have to focus on the short-term.
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 Short-term and long-term.
Short-term blip.
Hopefully this is a short-term pain.
Short-term is highly outweighed of the long-term benefits.
Some short-term pain for the long-term gain.
Short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain.
Doesn't that freak you out a little bit? That weirds me out. just hearing that same thing over and over again from so many different voices, so many different channels. It's almost like the United States is allowed to use propaganda on their citizens. Oh yeah, they are. You know, those short-term gains, we're still paying for those for Iraq and Afghanistan. Trillions and trillions of fucking dollars down the drain for nothing. Nothing that the American public will ever see, at least. And whatever the fuck Iran turns into, it's not going to help the normal American. There's psychology to that, pushing that same line over and over again into our ears. If enough Americans have that little thought in the back of their head, short-term pain, long-term gain, they're not going to get resistance. They're going to continue to be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do. We should tell the families of those 7 service members and the thousands of civilians who have already lost their lives, short-term pain over long-term gain.
Once again, this is a threat to our democracy. This is a threat to our democracy. Holy shit. Oh, this is pretty good. This guy, he says, I'm upset with the state of this world. This is pretty good. I don't know what this guy, it must be part of his gimmick or something on whatever thing he has, but he wears a clown mask. But listen to him talking to this girl here. I think she's an Israeli.
That's Paul Miller.
You're going to go over there and
I'll
fight?
fight for my country.
Fight for what? Whose country are you fighting for? You're not fighting for America. They're thousands of miles away. They can't nuke us. They can't bomb us. They can't do anything. So how are you fighting for You're not fighting for a country. You're fighting for Israel. How are you not understanding this? The fuck is wrong with you? Wake the fuck up. Absolute nonsense. You know, I'm upset with the state of this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fasting. You know what? I'm waiting for the Jake GTV and his video related to the Iran. I think it will be epic.
I have it. Hang on. There's a new one.
Have it. It's a new one.
I have a new one. There's a new one. Hold on. I have to find it first. Oh, this is kind of cool. Here's Lindsey Graham posts a picture proving he's not gay.
Oh, yeah, I see. 12 hours ago. Yeah.
Right. Trivia. All male dancers. Pre-lube. Special guest Lindsey G. Uh-oh. Ladybug.
Lindsey Graham cracker.
Now, supposedly, the Iranian army near the border, several American soldiers were captured and are now in Iranian custody. They were reportedly fighting alongside Kurdish militants. Here's some short video, and it doesn't. It's kind of action, but I don't know. All those Toyotas, that's what they're taking out.
Bongo trucks.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of cool. Is this it? No, hang on. I have to go down. Here it is. It's a few minutes long. Real quick, let me show you this too. It's written in that chicken scratch shit, so I'm not sure. The translation that I had before on it, though, said that these are guys that they're taken out of the base because the base has been destroyed. They're taking these guys out of there. There's no reason for them to be there, just a target. God, you know, I look at them and I'm like, they're fucking boys. They're just little boys, man. I can't believe I was ever that young.
It seems like a lifetime ago. Huh?
It was. It was.
Usually they carry their weapon on them. I'm surprised they didn't have it.
Probably taking a Mac flight.
Even still.
They didn't let us take no weapons on a Mac flight.
We did.
No, I guess, well, they didn't trust us.
You had to carry it like in between your legs the whole time. It was weird. But anyway.
I remember sitting on a deuce and a half with them benches in the back and the cover on it, you know, riding someplace in that fucking thing. And man, it wouldn't be no time at all. The hum of that thing would put me to sleep.
Yeah, I used to work on those things.
Put me to sleep. And I had that M16 there, like you're saying, between my legs, like that, muzzle up. And then I nodded off and I went right down on the fucking muzzle, man. Gave myself a black eye.
Oops.
Yeah, pretty much like you're hunting when you're hunting.
That hum and that deuce.
Yeah, I'm watching this now. Okay, so I switch.
Quick. What?
I'm start watching that, so I switched to your channel because I was in the middle of watching because I was waiting for it.
Oh,
top speed 20 miles an hour. Unless you're going downhill, you get 55.
Yeah, they're kind of dog shit slow.
Breaking news, Trumpenstein has decided to finish off the sand people.
Oh, wow. Probably has absolutely nothing to do with the Epstein files.
Right, like I'm sending my son off to Iran tonight.
Let's see if we can find your son. Timmy, you're going to war. Pack your bags. Israel needs your help. Haven't you seen Europa, The Last Battle? I'm not dying for the synagogue of Satan. That's actually based.
Good call, Timmy. So all of a sudden, people just forgot about them burning the satanic ball statue. But let's see what it looked like in Iran the morning of February 28th.
Now, here it is, just some peaceful balms. No word on whether Trumpenstein got the Ayatollah, but he did end up balming a bunch of children, as Jeffrey Epstein would say. Whoops. But let's hear what the normies are saying about this whole thing.
Do you support Project Epstein Fury?
Of course. Every night I pray that my kids will fight for the Jews. But leave me alone. I've got bread and circuses to get to.
Hey, man, are you glad your taxes are being sent overseas?
Dude, my wife just downloaded Hinge last night and $7 for gas. Literally wish I was chosen at this point.
How do you feel about sending our troops off to war again? Oh, gosh, not another damn lefty. Bro, they are 1 week away from a nuke. Wow, scary. Quick question. Do you support the Iran war?
Bro, they're going after every country that doesn't have a Rothschild banking system. And no, I'm not vaxxed.
I think I'm in love.
Thanks, Tom. You should definitely grab her number.
But this just in. A U.S. airstrike has destroyed a school in southern Iran. Ching Chung joins us live from the tragedy.
We're here outside the school where devastation has arisen.
How could anyone do this to innocent people?
Well, they do eat foreskin.
We got 2 Palestinian foreskins and 3 Christian white ones.
Yes, chef.
Idiot. They want the jerky on top of the pizza. Make it again.
Yes, chef. So how are your foreskins today?
The Chinese ones were a bit sour, but the white ones were divine. Very insightful.
Yeah.
Ching Chong, back to you.
With over 100 innocent girls now obliterated. Vax normies are saying it's chill because they have Persian friends. Tom, go ahead.
Do you hear about the school bombing?
What about the women who are forced to wear burqas? Are you antiseptic or something? You should be celebrating.
Why?
Because I know Iranians, unlike you.
Absolutely retarded. And as these Iranians uncover more and more infants in the rubble, Israeli news is saying they did this to themselves.
You're saying Israel didn't do it? Are you kidding me? And of course not. It was America, I swear. Just ask them. We're always the victims and never the bad guys.
They're saying they didn't do it. Are you going to take responsibility?
Look, we've been very clear about this. They did it to themselves because they're terrorists and stuff. We're actually just saving them from themselves.
Did the United States bomb a girls' elementary school in southern Iran on the first day of the war and kill 175 people?
In my opinion, based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Is that true, Mr. Hickson? It was Iran who did that?
We're certainly investigating.
Still investigating.
But the only side that targets civilians is Iran.
I literally can't fathom the amount of mRNA flowing through someone's body to actually swallow this Epstein-level propaganda. But let's hear what Trumpstein, the president of no wars, has to say to the American Goyim.
The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost and we may have casualties, That often happens in war, but we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission.
So in other words, he had two choices. Let the Steinberg files get out or sacrifice Goyim to protect the pedos.
Well, who cares about Epstein victims? The Dow is nearly 50,000. Yeah.
Let's hear what Anna Kasparian has to say.
Our soldiers are going to be in Israel right now as we speak, in order to defend the Israelis. Do the Israelis pay for our military? Are they the ones who are shelling out $1 trillion a year for our military? No, they're not. We pay for our military. Why are our soldiers based in Israel? Why do we have F-22 Raptors in Israel in order to protect Israel?
Hopefully this doesn't take 20 years like the last one.
Well, I'm not dying for Israel. Straight facts.
Right? Like, didn't you silly goy cattle learn from the Iraq War?
What should we do?
Let's ask Max Egan.
That guy's based.
Yeah, what about the service members that are actively deployed now?
Go home. Say no. Protect your families. What, are you going to go and fight a war for these people who we've just established torture, rape, and eat children? This is who you're going to fight.
Shut it down, Max. Your sons and daughters will die for Israel, whether you like it or not. Suck on this, Stu Peters. Back to the frickin' goy slop, or you'll end up like Jackie.
Oh, gosh, the victim's cranky again.
I actually need a raise, so let's just read the headline.
Ugh, fine. February 28th strikes hit Tehran, Isfahan, and other parts of Iran, resulting in the death of their leader, Ali Khamenei.
Yay, this is so good for democracy.
Dude, do you really want Jewish supremacy?
Yeah, they just like jerky and pizza, but it's all a bunch of conspiracy theories.
Ugh, you are so gay, bro.
Sack the up. We're about to lose this country if you don't grow a pair. We outnumber them 10,000 to 1. Their Iron Dome is getting obliterated. Check this out. Boom, baby. Look at that shit. They're overwhelming the shit out of that dome.
Dang, they're getting hit hard. I mean, good for Iran, but isn't this going to start World War III?
Yeah, pretty sure this is why they had to get rid of Charlie. Listen to what he said about this.
My whole life, I've been told that Iran is getting a bomb. Iran is getting a bomb. Iran is getting a bomb. Iran is getting a nuclear bomb. And yet here in 2025, they do not have a nuclear bomb. Same people that told us that Iraq was a big threat, the same people that told us the Taliban was a big threat. The evidence shows that every single one of these people that is pushing for a conflict with Iran has been one of the greatest catastrophes in American foreign policy ever. I mean, India has nuclear weapons. Pakistan has nuclear weapons, but lots of things are bad that we shouldn't risk destroying America to stop. And for me, this is a hard and fast red line.
Gosh, I miss Charlie, man.
Same.
But let's see Tel Aviv getting striked.
They're all just hiding in bunkers, though.
I don't care. Bring back Palestine, baby. Back to you, John. This is the spiritual battle, folks, and God wins in the end. So chin up, soldiers. Boom. I mean, oh no, our greatest ally is getting treated like the sand people. That's so sad. Oh no, the Khazarians, I mean, Chosenites, are getting a taste of their own medicine.
Oh, what a tragedy.
We better stop noticing, right, Shapiro Steen?
Just because the Torah says we're not supposed to mass migrate to Israel and we're not actual Jews doesn't mean we're not perpetual victims and the sand people need to leave.
Thank you, Shapiro Steen. We need to come together and fulfill revelation. The Goyim are starting to notice, and we must usher in the digital beast system.
Wait, didn't the Bible say that the Messiah would come before the destruction of the Second Temple?
Yep.
And then it happened in 70 AD, right after
You got it.
So doesn't that mean these people are fulfilling Revelation?
That's it. Their so-called Messiah is actually just the Antichrist.
Stop reading the frickin' Bible. We created Christian Zionism so you normies would keep calling us chosen. Daisy, distract the Goyim with your lustful milkers.
Thanks, producer Berg. It's like their women aren't even allowed to have only freaks.
You're so right, Daisy. I'm actually a feminist, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not letting you hit.
Damn, okay.
But the good news is we can finally install the wall kisser.
Yeah, that Islamic guy was so toxic.
We're still not f***ing. Shapiro Steen, take it away.
Just because we marked Charlie Kirk and I have a small wiener doesn't mean we won't bomb the shit out of Iran for having nukes. Besides, our nukes are even bigger, so we have the right to exist. God said so.
Jeez, he has no chill.
No, for real. Did you see that one veteran get dragged out of the Senate hearing?
So the Marine who said no one wants to fight for Israel?
Yep. Check this out. Yep.
Out. No one wants to fight for Israel.
His hand. Oh, his hand.
God, did you hear it?
Yep, I've got this video on my channel.
I swear we're just their little go-away corporation, but let me pull up the senator who broke his arm. Every single Steinowitz. Back to you guys in the studio.
We seriously need to make them register as foreign agents.
Straight up, it's like, respect the troops until one badmouths Israel.
They just like active duty military aged men that are obedient and lethal.
Triple boosted, too.
Fully jabbed, exactly.
Let's go to Elena in Tel Aviv.
We're here in Tel Aviv, where a missile hit a military facility, killing one unlucky chosen person. And while Israel bombs children, Israelis are once again dancing in their underground bunkers. Let's see what they're up to. Here they are, just singing their Talmudic songs of genocide, while Iranians bury their children. But let's go live to see what's going on in Iran. Ching Chong, what's happening out there?
Ching Chong.
We're here outside the burial site where Iranians are mourning the loss of their people. Mainstream news will not be showing you this, as Israel holds the world hostage with the Samson option, aka nuclear blackmail. And that basically means they're not afraid to use nukes, but not only on their enemies, but us too. Ian, break it down for us.
If our allies let us start to lose any of our wars, we're gonna nuke them too. Because y'all pieces of shit should have had our backs when we were down, and if you don't, f you, we're bombing everybody.
Thanks, Ian. And while American Goyim are celebrating, the footage of actual Iranians tells a completely different story. Check this out. As you can see, the Western propaganda is falling apart. They're gathering in mass protest against regime change, while U.S. of Israel literally bombs their citizens. But don't take it from me. Let's hear it from the citizens.
Is this happiness about attacking Iran? I doubt they're even Iranians.
Your own parents and relatives are living in this country. Do you really expect a country that has brought prosperity to no one to bring it to you? Why would you think something like that?
Are they Iranian? I don't know what these people are happy about. They're ignorant and senseless people. They're both traitors to their people and traitors to their homeland. Dirty people.
Damn, I guess when you control the media, you can make anything look like a good thing, right?
I mean, how do you think they got 85% of people to take a poisonous vaccine?
I guess that's why they call us cattle, right, Ching Chong?
The U.S. and Israel expected assassinating their leader would mean millions of Iranians would take to the streets and overthrow their government. Instead, millions poured out to mourn and rally around the Iranian flag.
Shut it down! Get your ass back to America, or I'll turn you into a lampshade! Initiate the chemtrails!
Iran, bad.
A quick question. Did you notice the streaks in the sky earlier?
You're a conspiracy theorist. Iran bad.
What the heck?
Thanks, guys. As you can see, we have a flow of jet stream chemtrails spraying nanoparticulate with aluminum and barium. Expect a heavy metal fog that will be blamed on climate change.
Seems like people are starting to accept the Iran bad.
I think it's the fluoride and heavy metals interacting with their mRNA, but what do I know?
That's based. Let's see what Trumpstein is telling the normies.
That was a tremendous threat to us for many years. 47 years they've been killing our people and killing people from all over the world. And I think we have great support. And I think if we didn't do it first, they would have done it to Israel and give us a shot if that was possible.
Iran bad. Brought to you by the Jews at BlackRock. Because you're not Jews.
He can't name a single American who has been killed by the Iranians because that hasn't happened. Iranians aren't the ones who for decades have been killing Americans to drag us into wars in the Middle East, into wars for their own territorial expansion. That has been Israel.
Wow, it's almost like no matter who we vote for, we just get Netanyahu.
Right, and this just in, North Korea says they could nuke Israel.
Oh, no. Please don't. That would fix everything.
Yeah, oh no.
Please, Mr. Kim J, do us a favor and don't not do that.
I do love a good Korean barbecue.
Same.
Okay, I love Jake GTV. He's always awesome. Never disappoints.
Shut it the heck down, Mr. Kim J. I swear, try me again and I press the nuclear activator. I'm this close. Run the freaking commercials or you're all getting nuked.
Have you tried our Goyslop Jr., made from 100% missing goyim? Perfect with sports ball and gambling.
I hate myself.
Enjoy cancer.
Goyslop Jr. Jeez, I've literally been craving the filet all week.
Yeah, Jerry loves his bread and circuses.
Stu Peters, wake the normies up.
The Iranians aren't the ones who bombed the USS Liberty. That was Israel. The Iranians aren't the ones who parked a moving van in view of the World Trade Center so they could film its demise and the deaths of thousands of Americans and then throw an impromptu dance party in the street. That was the Israelis.
Look, Stu, Just because Mossad agents filmed and danced during the toppling of your little towers and sent napalm and burnt the lifeboats on the USS Liberty, which was an accident, doesn't mean anything. This time it's different. Trust me. I'm chosen. Right, Trumpenstein?
I will always be a friend and a champion to the Jewish people. I have been.
Good goy.
You're not welcome.
Stop controlling our government.
Supporting Israel is gay.
Ching chong. How's it going in Iran?
Large explosions have broken out behind me tonight. An Israeli strike reportedly hit an oil storage site here in Tehran. This was a civilian industrial facility. Over 1,000 innocent casualties because that's who Israel targets.
Thanks, Ching Chong. Look at those massive pillars of fire being sent into the air.
Why are they targeting innocent civilians?
Let's ask the Jake GTV investigation team. Good question. Well, the Iran's weapon facilities are underground and the chosen people follow the Talmud. Remember their motto? By way of deception, thou shalt do war. Let's hear from the White House.
Realize we're spending $1 billion every day?
Right, but Epstein Files was trending and we had to distract the public. By the way, the Dow is almost at 50,000.
The Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000.
The Dow is over 50,000 right now.
Because here we go. The Dow is now above 50,000.
Broke 50,000 on the Dow.
With the Dow going to 50,000. So Dow is at 50,000. It was supposed to be maybe, if we were lucky, within by the end of my presidency in 4 years.
So has anyone told them war crimes don't hide sex crimes?
I don't know. Google Trends says otherwise.
Right? There was more uproar over George Floyd than our politicians eating.
Why they call us goy cattle. Thanks, guys. Good thing the Dow hit 50,000. And if you're still not following Jake GTV, you're probably a total pussy. Definitely a loser, most likely. Retarded.
That's great. One thing to add. And I have
Oh, wait,
questions, everyone.
wait. There's more. There's still a little bit more. Hold on.
Okay.
We're finally free!
Congratulations, you made it to the end. That's what I call based. If you want to learn more about the sentient AI being ushered into a city near you, grab my book, The Digital Prison. Otherwise, if you want to keep us on air, just hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Did you demonetize him yet?
Sir, we did. His last 5 of 8 videos.
He's too powerful. Send a false flag to distract the Goyim.
Right.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I love him, and this is freaking always great job. He never disappoints. Each episode is just great. I have a question to everyone and to the panel and to the chat. Do you know what Jews themselves say about their Messiah? Who he will be?
Yes.
Mashiach?
Yeah, who will be the Mashiach? Do you know exactly who?
They
They're saying
they said it's Trump.
No, it's not Trump.
That's who they crowned him. They gave him the crown.
They crowned him, yes, but they say that he didn't come yet, and their Messiah, wait for it, will be descendant of the Nephilim. You can't make this shit up, man. True Antichrist.
For those of you that are interested, want to know where Jake G is at, there's a link on Twitter, and you can find him like everywhere. He's on YouTube. I think he's on Instagram. I'm not sure, but I know he's on YouTube. He's on Rumble. You just look for him, Jake TV, and you'll find him. So yeah, that's pretty good shit right there. What did I have?
Yeah, just drop his links.
Yeah, I just put them in the chat. Oh yeah, I wanted to go back. There we go. Oh man. So I guess they hit the U.S. Embassy in Israel. Did you guys hear that? At least 20 U.S. personnel and 30 Israelis lost their life in this drone attack by the IRGC. And it's just a photograph.
Dude.
So that would mean that's in Jerusalem. Didn't we move our embassy to Jerusalem?
Yeah, we did.
It was Trump who moved it, exactly.
So if they hit the oh wow. Okay.
Man, that looks pretty big for the fire there. Straight up. I don't know. That didn't look real to me. I don't know.
Your mic is still fucked up.
Think it'd be more spread out at the bottom and stuff like that.
You're doing well, that's from a long ways off. Here, let me. This is taken from a ways away. You can see all these little houses and shit, little buildings and shit right here. That's a pretty massive fire. And it's spreading out at the top. So you notice that it's going because of the earth spinning, how the smoke's carrying along like that.
That's right. Coriolis.
Right? Coriolis.
Yeah, straight up and down.
And
baby.
Corey Feldman. Okay. So if it says here, if you're having a bad day, you got to hear this song. This is just a short one, real quick. Listen to this.
That's what you want to be.
She was more like a booty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who dance on the floor in the round. She's
That's disturbing.
Needs more sitar.
Is this there hiding? Oh yeah, this is people know this. And man, I'll tell you what, fuck, you know, it worked. You know, it says, man, I says there's most likely over 1,000 fucking dead and wounded from this shit so far. He goes, I haven't seen anything about that. Why haven't they shown that on the news? I says, because he doesn't want that shit. People are already are against this shit. He goes, well, why wouldn't they show it on the news? They didn't even show it on CNN. And I said, they're both owned by the same guy. Did you know that? He goes, what? I said, yeah. CNN and Fox News are both owned by the same fucking dudes, man. Oh, no, they're not. Yes. I said, I told him, I said, switch your fucking thing. He doesn't know. I says, I use a VPN. I switched to other countries for my VPN, and I get shit that you're getting censored on, man. Big time. It's unreal. Yeah, because I said to him, I says, he says, well, Fox and CNN are both so different from one another. I says, I know. He says, why would they be so different from one another if they were owned by the same guy? I says, that's a pretty good question, isn't it? Could it be that one's propaganda for one false paradigm of the political realm and the other one is just the other? Yes.
Sounds a bit similar to red and blue.
Yeah, it's the same fucking shit.
You cannot find one article, not one article other than this, that tells you how many dead American soldiers there are. Not one. I double dare you to go and find out. But a plane of dead soldiers, that's all this says. A plane full of dead American soldiers are arriving at Dover Air Force Base. Not a number of how many dead soldiers. And we did not hear about this beforehand like we did with the 6. Why did we not hear about that? Because that's bad news. When I tell you this could be hundreds or thousands of dead soldiers and they're hiding it from us, why hide information if we're doing the right thing? If this is not a war, why hide information and why are there dead U.S. military soldiers? I want to remind everyone that Congress, the Republicans in Congress, the House and the Senate, the Republicans control Congress. They have voted 8 times for all of these strikes, including this strike that killed these American soldiers and will continue to do so every single day. They could call a meeting at any time to stop killing soldiers. Anytime they can call a meeting and simply vote to stop killing American soldiers. I don't want you to lose sight of that. I don't want you to forget that. This is only day 7, but every single day, this is on Republicans in Congress and our Republican president. A plane full of dead soldiers is arriving at Dover Air Force Base. We have no idea how many are in there or how many others there are.
That's what I'm saying. They can't hold
Hey,
that under
Steph, can I
wraps.
ask a question?
I guess so, yeah. You just did.
on that yes, sir. On that previous video where it was showing smoke going straight up and down, obviously there was almost zero wind, so we could confirm the date of the time stamp of the video compared to the time stamp of the wind and everything in that area, and that would determine if the wind was blowing. It would look different if it's a calm day, then the smoke's going straight up. Correct.
All right. Okay. Well, that's
Right.
probably
Correct.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just asking. What date? What date was that video? Do you know? I
Okay,
just want to
so-
confirm myself.
So first off, it wasn't a video. Second of
Still
all,
image.
still
Okay.
image. Second
Okay,
of
so
all,
the
I have
smoke
no-
coming up was
Holy
not a
fucking
video,
God,
right?
will you let me finish what I got to say? Let me finish. Then you won't have any questions. Okay, it was a still photograph. I have no idea what direction it was taken. I have no idea what time of day it was taken. I only have a date. So I don't know, man. It'd be a lot of work. And why?
Well, just a date would be fantastic.
Or
Then
if
we could
wanted to
find
verify
the date
it's
with the time, and then kind of almost if it's got a date still picture, we confirm the date, time, and if there was any
why are we
area.
doing
Correct.
this? Why are we doing this?
Well, just to confirm if that's AI or not that we're seeing.
Wouldn't
How
it
about
be
that?
just easier to run it through?
Because that's what's
wouldn't it
going on
just
these
be
days.
Easier to run through AI detection software, AI forensic software. Wouldn't it be just easier to do that instead of having to fuck around with all that dumb shit? That's what I would do. If I was in
I'm
doubt
just
of it.
asking.
I don't
Well,
have enough of a concern about it really to have to bother, tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? They bombed the embassy. Is that a stock photo from something else? I don't know. Is that actually Jerusalem? I don't fucking know. I've never been there before. So, you know, could be a real photograph, might not be. But if they
I have a proposition. You propose it, so you can check it. Make calculations, and we'll be glad to receive the outcome.
I'm not that bothered about it to fuck around with that much bullshit, really. Oh yeah. Even former senior. Yeah, this is a good one too. I wanted y'all to hear this. I don't know. There we go. Man, my little slide bar wasn't showing up on the video screen there. That's a problem. All right, here we go.
The White House has been putting out these videos, splicing together real combat footage in which people are dying, where Iranian military targets, ships, bases are blowing up, and intercutting them with movie clips, sports clips, video games. And I've been speaking to many senior former U.S. military commanders, people who had top-level positions, and to say that they are outraged is an understatement. They are furious. I had conversations that were peppered with four-letter words. What are these people doing? What are they thinking? Only someone who has never really seen combat could think that it is a joke and put out material like this. They were asking me, who's doing this? Who's in charge of the White House's account right now? Is it some 20-year-old who thinks that this is some laughing matter? And one senior U.S. military official, former official, told me that it is offensive and disrespectful for every single person involved in this war, including the Iranians themselves. You've had a school attacked in Iran, and now in growing indications that it was the U.S. that hit that school, where more than 150 people were killed, including children. There have been at least 6 American soldiers who've died so far. Hundreds of people have been killed around the region. Hundreds of thousands of people have been displaced from their homes. This is no laughing matter.
Yeah, and it looks, you know, those ads do seem to be like of a very sophomoric nature. You know, the
TikToker.
video game kid type shit, you know, thinking that Call of Duty is a real thing.
Yeah, TikToker generation.
So this was Rishon LeZion, south of Tel Aviv, earlier.
Call someone like right now.
Just drive, man. Okay, okay.
Okay, so hang on tight real quick. I'm gonna do something real quick. So I can fucking understand these things and not have to translate it. Y'all talk amongst yourself for a second, because I might glitch. But that's okay. I'm gonna change back to an English speaking country.
My favorite.
There it is. God damn.
Well, gentlemen, the way I look at it, and you said we could say something. If we give out false information like them, we're no better than them.
Right.
I understand that.
We're in the same. We play in their same game then, and we should not play in their same game. And if we see something, I'd like to call it out. I was like, hey man, I'm questioning that. What day it was? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
so we can't get to the facts of who and what is going on. So that's why we're not conceived. And if
so what would be your first step? What would be your first step in analyzing that photograph? Whether or not it's real?
I would take the day. I would take the day, right? And where they say it was, right? And then I got those two things. So so we know it's here and we know it's that. So first of all, we check it on the news, see if that's real. So if they show it, okay. So if we see that, and then we look at the wind pattern, okay, and looked like to me, like I said, that shit was going straight up until it got to a certain height. So we would know that at a certain height, hey, the wind's blowing this, whatever, and down low, we got a lot of obstacles in the way, like all this, all the buildings and everything, and there might be less wind down there until it gets to a certain height, because the higher you go under the building, the windier it gets, right? So that's the way we can determine. I mean, okay, so we got the time, got the date. Okay, let's look at the wind pattern. What time and date wind pattern says over there? And if it was blowing a certain way, and if it was 10 miles an hour, and that shit's going straight up, there's a problem.
You're going too far ahead of yourself, because do you know from which side of the building photo was taken? North, east, south?
It wouldn't matter,
Carl. So from your avatar, your profile pic that you're using right now, and I can't see it fully, can you tell which way the wind is blowing?
That day, the wind was blowing.
How can we tell that the wind is blowing in that picture? You know, you were there.
I ain't talk. Well, but I'm not. It ain't about the wind on that picture. It's about.
Well, it is.
It's about the level. It's about the level.
Oh, but you're talking about wind.
I understand that.
It's about the level. The other picture is about the wind. That's smoke going straight up.
Are you listening to me? How would we, as an observer, know which way the wind was going in that picture that day? Can you explain that to us? I'm just curious. I'm not being condescending or.
I mean, it would be from the angle that the picture is taken. So if I'm in the north looking south, from the east looking west, west looking east, south looking north, right?
But how?
Okay,
so how will I?
And then you look at the wind direction from the angle of the picture. So if I'm looking south from north, and the wind's blowing out of the west, so I know the smoke should be going east.
Never mind.
Never mind, Carl.
Just let him go.
What now?
Just let him.
I'm talking about from my perspective, just like you were looking at that photo that Sav showed. From my perspective, how would I tell in your picture? You know, because you were there, you took the picture. But from my perspective, how would I tell that which way the wind was blowing that day?
And like I said, how would you tell? So you would go from the guy that was taking the picture, right? So he says he's looking south.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking south. So, and the wind was blowing out of the west. So that would be to the right of me. The east would be to the left, right?
I understand that.
So
But you
that's
were
how
there,
you would
so
know.
Abby, me, or so, we or Demand on anyone else doesn't know, because you know the details. You were there physically. We were
You know
not.
the context behind
Exactly.
that
You weren't there
photo.
physically. Other
You
than
know the
what
context
the
behind that.
person is telling you.
Right.
I mean,
You
that
know the context
I was
behind that
looking this
photo.
direction.
None of, all right.
I understand
You know
about the
the
context. I just don't understand.
Hang on
Okay,
one second.
so here's what I would do that would be like first and foremost before I did any of that silly shit. Okay. I would first confirm that the U.S. Embassy has indeed been hit. That's what I would do. Then I would embark on a little more investigation. And the way that I would do that is that I would go into an AI detection forensic software site, one of many, choose the top 3, and run the photograph through those and see if I get consistent results that it is, it isn't, or it's iffy. See, that's what I would do. And then I would just go, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'll wait till I hear some more about it if it's actually something going on. Or here's another story about it. Yep. Okay, here's maybe another photograph from another angle. You see? So, I mean, that would be a lot better because otherwise you're going to have fucking wind charts out and NOAA data and all this other stupid shit and having to figure out fucking elevations that you can't possibly figure out from the photograph. It'd be a mess. Be a mess. You'd spend weeks trying to get that fucking deciphered with all the shit involved. And in the end, it wouldn't fucking matter anyway. See?
That's right.
What is
If you're
this
gonna do
thing?
that, then you better start looking at everything now that way.
Yeah.
But I do understand where you're coming from a perspective of wanting to get to the bottom of it. I understand there's a lot of misinformation as far as that stuff goes. But anyway, sorry.
Here's that. Oh shit! I did it again. God damn it! All right, hang on. That slow-mo that went up acting like a fucking victim that I was telling you about. Did you see that, Chad?
Say that again.
That slow-mo that act like he was getting beat up and nobody's even close enough to him to hit him.
Refresh me. I don't know.
Okay, so this dude, a small hat. It said he was in France and he was harassing women that were obviously pro-Palestine women, and they're carrying, I guess, support for Palestine. And this Jew confronts him, and watch what this fucking guy does. This is crazy. They do such stereotypical things, man. It's so crazy. So to me, it just says it's not really a stereotype. It's real. Watch this.
C'est toi qui as commencé. C'est toi qui as commencé. C'est toi qui as commencé. C'est toi qui as commencé, c'est toi qui as poussé la femme. C'est toi qui as commencé.
Il agresse tout le monde. Il agresse malade, malade. Vous êtes des malades. Vous êtes que des malades. Vous êtes que des malades. Vous êtes malades.
Il a fait ça! Il a vraiment fait ça! Il est fou, lui. Ah, regarde comment il pleure.
I think he's fine now. I'm surprised they don't arrest those women with the Palestinian flags. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't really hear a lot because they were screaming, but what I deciphered was situation started, and then she called him, "You're mad, you're sick, you're malade, you're sick." That was
What
it.
is that?
I couldn't hear any more words in the French language. Yeah, malade, you're sick, horrid. Yeah, sick.
What do you think about these fucking tattoos on Pete Hegseth, man? You heard about those? They're
Not
actually
any more than the ones they said before.
well, they got them the same symbols now on the backs of these tanks on an armored division and shit too. It's pretty. I don't know, man.
Video of this girl play and break down Pete Hegseth's tattoos, but where she gets this wrong is back in the Christian Crusades is when the Jews convinced the Christians that they should go and travel across the world and slaughter and attempt to drive the Muslims out of their land. It was the Jews that psyop Christianity, and they got us to go around the world yet again and slaughter millions of innocent Christian or Muslims and drive them off their land. That's what the Christian Crusades were. And when Pete Hegseth has this Judeo-Christian tattoo on his chest, that is demonic. That means that he works for Satan, and he's willing to infiltrate the Christian religion, the Christian church, to psyop us, to sending our children off to die in the world, in the wars for the Jews.
Let's talk about Pete Hegseth's tattoos, because at first glance, it might just seem like the same lame body art that you see on the type of guy that you normally cover your drinks around, but his tapestry actually tells a much more disturbing story. In fact, one of his tattoos actually got him flagged by a National Guardsman in 2021, which led to him being labeled as an extremist and pulled from the security detail protecting President Biden during the inauguration. Now, to understand why, we need to talk about the symbols. So first up, we have the Jerusalem cross. Historically, it became the coat of arms for the Kingdom of Jerusalem during the Crusades. But in modern times, the cross has been revived by Christian nationalist and far-right groups who use it as a rallying symbol for what they see as the new crusade, reclaiming America for God. You know, something that Petey talks and writes about constantly. Now, on its own, maybe that tattoo could just be written off as a guy who's just really into Christian medieval history, but not when it's paired with this, Deus Vult, Latin for God wills it. And during the First Crusade, this was the battle cry that was shouted by Christian armies before they invaded Muslim lands. And today, in violent far-right and white supremacist circles, the Jerusalem cross and Deus Vult go hand in hand. If you just scroll through the darker corners of online extremist spaces, you'll see this pairing everywhere. It's basically become shorthand for a modern holy war mindset. And then there's this tattoo. And if you grew up in a small town like I did, then probably the worst guy you knew from high school has this tattoo. And they definitely weren't compensating for anything. It's the AR-15 paired with the American flag. Yeehaw! Except you may have noticed that this version is a little bit different because the stars are arranged differently. Some people say the stars are arranged as an HH or as an 8-8. And in Yahtzee symbolism, the 8-8 refers to the 8th letter of the alphabet being H, which if you know, you know. And nope, we're not done yet because there's this one. It's a cross merged with a sword. And it's apparently referencing a verse in a book that people love quoting. It's a verse in the Gospel of Matthew where Jesus says, "Do not suppose that I came to bring peace to the earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword." Which, come to think of it, really tracks for somebody who renamed the Department of Defense the Department of War. And shockingly, that's not the end of it. He has other disturbing tattoos, but that's all I can stomach for today.
Templars had the symbol as well. She's correct nearly on everything but one thing, the Crusades. The Crusades exactly were sent there because the Muslims were killing Christians, and they have taken over the land. They were raping children, they were killing their wives, taking them into slavery, and so on. So, okay, in this case, I agree with the Vatican because Vatican want to take over back the land and they stop killing. That's what Christians should be doing, protecting the innocent.
What they should have done was just provide the exodus from the area and, protect them.
Muslims wouldn't agree.
Muslims
wouldn't agree for that.
The whole fucking war. That lasted like for so many years, man. So many people died needlessly for that dumb shit. And this is what I don't get, man. What the fuck what does that mean, holy ground? They say that's the holy lands, right? So if I went over there and I went and got me a bucket full of that holy land and I brought it back here and stuck it in the middle of my fucking yard, is that little spot in the middle of my yard now holy land? That's the stupidest goddamn shit I ever heard of.
And I agree with you. Because it was only a crowbar, because the land was exactly there to control the transit, the goods, the gold, the silver, and so on. It was crucial part.
So it didn't have nothing to do with any goddamn religion at all.
Of course not. It was money.
Of course. So they weren't killing Christians. They were killing just people that weren't playing the same game as them. No, that's the thing too, is back in those times, is that, like, I even knew this dude. He was a Greek dude. He was a friend of my grandfather's, and he was a Greek Orthodox Christian, right? A Greek Orthodox Christian. And I said, when did you become a Christian? And he said, oh, I was born Christian. And I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck are you born Christian? It's not a race, it's when did you become Christian? That would, I would guess, be when you
was born into religion.
But you weren't. Yeah, it's just that's dumb.
Yep.
Oh, I was born into the Bloods, man. I was born into that gang.
By definition, to be honest.
Stupid shit, man. The dumbness of people's minds, of how they fucking minds work on so many levels, man. It's like I look at, I'm like, are you really you really are gonna believe this? I mean, I look at these people that are seeing these Epstein files, that see what's going on in front of them, seeing every promise this motherfucker made crumble and blatantly be ignored right to their very faces, and they're still on board with him and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? You mean to tell me that fucking little kids isn't a deal breaker for you, man? Really?
You see, that's how it's been shown how deeply people have been brainwashed.
Yes,
they were working for decades on it, and they achieved their goal. Unfortunately, it's huge brainwashing.
I don't get it, man. I don't understand how these people can entertain that. It is a
they're fucking NPCs, man. That's why
it's a cult or something, because it's like, hey, I don't give a fuck if he's who it is. Anybody that's in that office is doing the shit that this guy is doing. It's got to be stopped. If this was Joe Biden, they'd be all over his fucking ass. And you know it. You know it. If Joe Biden's name was all over the fucking Epstein files as many times as Trump's is, what do you think would be going on? They'd be all over Biden, wouldn't they? Yeah.
I can't. I find it hard to. Maybe you can't find his name in the ones that they dropped, but I find it hard to believe that Biden wasn't part of that either. But,
he might have been he might have just been a client. I think his endeavors were in.
I mean, that guy was out in the open putting kids on his lap and sniffing their hair and everything else. I mean, come on.
That's why I think he was more in the client aspect of it. Him and Hunter both, I think. So I think there may be mention. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when all the shit comes out. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So here's what gets me is all these people, they voted for this motherfucker and they're all happy and yay, we want to see the Epstein files. And now that they're out there and their big hero, who's the one who's tried to block it, that promised he was going to release it, and he's been the most ardent motherfucker to try to block it, and then they let it out finally, and then it's heavily retracted, and his name's all over the fucking shit, and these people don't want to look at it no more. They don't know. That can't be true. That can't be true. Really? Why? How would you know? It didn't ever get fucking investigated.
Yeah.
Said, okay, thank you for your report. Goodbye. I mean, these fucking people need to be brought up in front of some people and asked some questions, man. I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, political or not, I don't care. This is just whether he's Tommy the fucking bagpacker at the grocery store or Donald Trump. You need to answer for some shit, bro. That's all.
Mm-hmm. I do agree with the NPC thing, but at the same time, they are hitting everybody with every tactic and brainwash. You know, your phone's
Oh my God.
brainwashing, your text brainwashing, the towers are brainwashing, chemtrails. It goes on and on. The freaking water, the fluoride in the water. There's a lot of combinations out there that are really making people this stupid. The only thing you can try and do, I mean, because obviously it happens to all of us, but the only thing you can try and do is try and mitigate it to the best of your ability.
They're hypnotized, Chad.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They're hypnotized. And, you know, and maybe that's one of the things is because, like I say, I've been smoking weed since I was 12. So that's what, 48 years. Okay. They say people smoke weed, are hard to hypnotize. And I think that's why it's a lot of this fucking conformity brainwashing type shit's never really stuck with me ever. You know, I've seen the attempts of it and I was like, why do I want to be in doing that? You know, what's the appeal? Well, everybody's doing it. I said, I don't care. It's fucking retarded, you know? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I got to get off here.
Yeah.
Don't have to get up
See
too early.
everybody.
That's right. It is 1:11 a.m. There it is. Another angel code number 111.
I didn't cash in my daylight yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. I'm waiting for the interest rate. The interest rate. I might go one more year. Before I cash it all in.
Yeah, don't hold on to it for too long. Might not be worth anything here pretty soon.
I gave, you know, I wrote a check for a few mornings a couple of years ago, and I want to kind of make that back, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for coming up. Everybody showed up in the chat. We had like 250 people watching all at once. It was pretty cool.
Man.
Hope y'all enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. We're not monetized. That's why I can get away with a lot of the shit that I do and say on here, because I don't have to worry about monetization. You know, the golden handcuffs. So anything I do make off this channel, it's viewer supported, and if you feel the good spirit to donate to the cause, feel free. You're not required to, and don't feel obligated, but the links are down there. And when you're done hitting that like button and the subscribe button and that little bell notification, then you can go down there and click that. You can also find Tamara Cheville's books on flat earth. They're great little coffee table books, man. There's some on nukes are a hoax. I think Cubby was showing that one earlier. And
great books.
Yeah, man, it's really cool. We had a giveaway. A lot of you know that. Some of you won it. Congratulations to those that did. And I'm going to get out of here. So, as we always like to say, don't forget the Lord loves a working man. Don't never, ever, ever trust white. You see your doctor, get rid of him, because he'll probably kill you. And if you heard the shot, well, it probably wasn't meant for you, but you want to duck anyways. We'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Good night, everyone.